Welcome to our D&D game set in the Points of Light setting. Roll the intro. When last we left our heroes, a half-dozen skittering Kruthix had been crushed by might and magic. The underground predators remaining fled into the darkness of the tunnel, and the party followed cautiously until they found the source of the incursion. Mighty dwarven walls of steel and stone had been rent asunder by a creature of dreadful stories. A cave had been violently excavated through this tunnel, and the Kruthix had begun to explore new hunting grounds. The heroes contacted the city of Hammerfast of the danger, and were informed that a qualified monster hunter would arrive in 36 hours, but that the heroes would receive a reward for confirming the location of the nest. As the party left the tunnel to catch their breath, a new sending revealed that should they destroy the nest, the reward would be tripled to a substantial amount, enough to sway the heroes. Now they have some time to think, investigate the Kruthix remains, as well as some interesting behavior from the weapon of their Warforged. Night has just fallen on the sides of these mountains, and while the chill is mild in summer, a fire can still bring much comfort for a meal. So everyone go ahead and take a short rest. Ooh. We're going to play through what you learned during this hour, and you can make an informed decision of when to head inside. You have a half-dozen Kruthix remains. Their white, gooey insides have begun to turn, decomposing into a smell that we would associate with rotten eggs, but that your characters perhaps associate with sulfurous emanations of infernal or volcanic activity. And you also have some time to maybe sit around, have some food, have some drinks. We have some pre-rolled initiatives. So, Keldav, what are you focusing on during this time?
Shit. To be honest, I would have aided Siege, basically, with trying to understand a bit of what happened with the Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It, basically.
Is anyone else doing that or setting up the campsite?
Are we taking
for now a short rest?
Just
you can take it now if you want, yes, and then after this hour and the things that you learn, you can decide to extend it 7 hours into a long rest, or take the short rest and head back into the darkness.
So I assume that the information that I gathered from the Kruthix, that was the previous Arcana.
Yes.
I check, not my investigation during this short.
Correct.
Okay, so we have a little time before these kind of things reproduce. They can lay eggs pretty fast. They don't lie when they say that this is an infestation. So, if you want to rest, well, you have weak bodies. I would not oppose the idea. But maybe we should press on.
I don't have a weak body.
Me neither.
Okay, smart asses. chill.
Actually, I think I
siege.
have this rod that we can use to detect if there are any hidden doors or things like that. And I pull out like the wand of secrets, which I think Keldav gave to me, like out of like I have enough shit, take this one.
Ooh.
And Gufren has it.
Up to you. I can. I said that to Siege that I would make some checkups, analyze, and see if I can determine what kind of stuff is happening with him. I can do that now, or I can do that during the night. Let's say, are we? And
I won't like to delay the group. If we we decide to go back, or just take a moment now, it's okay. But if that exploration is longer, maybe when you make a camp.
how are you feeling? I didn't get touched. I
Yeah.
remember that I'm pretty good at this.
I'm fine.
I
Just
think
weird with the lance. Spear.
Yeah, I think who got touched? Who was the main focus of their attacks?
I mean, I think it was
Gufren
Gufren.
was
Yeah.
really hit.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
how are
but
you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I took a refresher. I'm okay. Sure, I can keep on going. I spent like half my hit dice on the shorter speeding up, so, so I am.
It's all right. Yeah. Above board, you probably won't get a second short rest before the long rest. So feel free to half your hit dice. You're gonna get those back.
It's not Baldur's Gate, okay.
You currently have 86 out of 40 camp supplies.
Yeah.
I have like 200
Yep.
saves. I'm a save scummer. I'm sorry.
I used arcane recovery, by the way, Daniel.
No problem.
So yeah,
I
So-
just used one charge of rage, so I'm okay.
Yes, plenty to go. So do you guys want to take a non-invasive look at Siege and his weapon? All right. So who's taking point? Could be Maravilla, Keldav, Johan, could be Siege himself.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
aid. I'm not gonna take point.
Okay.
Wait, take point is like
Analyzing it
what?
first. Like,
Who's
no.
starting?
Are you
no.
looking at the spear from the point of, like, a divine smith, like a experimental arcane person, the personal feelings of, like, the change in your relationship with the item?
This is the fact that Siege find weird about the spear. The axe have the property to turn get some fire and light. The spear started as a stone one with wind properties, now changed by lightning, very similar to the how Siege operates, and now it's gold. So he don't understand why it's changing faster that the axe, or the fact that the axe don't change.
Johan, from a point of view of arcane magic, he would like to try to determine if this is a property of the spear, or is it Siege something, and that's the extent of my
right.
analysis. I want to discard is a spear thing or a Siege thing.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Something that maybe won't require a roll, maybe just observing. Oh shit! What'd you roll?
A 19, but I have
Okay.
a +9.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Go
Lena.
with that first.
Finish
Okay.
your thought.
Do they aesthetically look similar, like the axe and the spear? Do they have like any specific designs that are kind of the same, or are they different designs basically?
The axe you can currently see on the landing page of the wonderful poster. It has a clearly dwarven design, and it has a fire rune in the center of the head of the axe. The spear looks extremely rough. It's like someone took a chunk of stone and carved it and sharpened it, and that's the spear.
So it doesn't look like it was the same person, basically, making both of them. Okay, good to know.
So 27 Arcana with Johan? Okay, wonderful. You begin... you were there when both items were found. The battle axe was found in a cave.
That's it.
Yeah.
And see, the three thing.
It's a fairly simple dwarven enchantment, but it's remarkable because of the skill required to achieve it. The effect itself is not. It's an elemental infusion. It's focused on this rune of fire, and that rune was infused much the way Maravilla created her Warhammer. She created a much more complicated force enchantment that, because of the ritual that was taken to create it, has these additional properties for her to use her divine power. There are no runes on the spear. There is no arcane matrix that is determining the properties of it. It wasn't originally a weapon you could attune to. It was literally a spear that was lighter than most spears, because it was made of this air-infused rock from the elemental chaos. It's the fact that Siege was carrying it around that it changed. So the source of all of these powers is Siege. Like, you don't know what would happen to the spear if Siege could let go of it. You're not sure how Siege could let go of it, because it's currently attuned to his soul, and when he throws it, it's not there anymore. It's gone. It becomes an elemental effect, and it disappears.
It is safe
Kill
to
him.
assume that the volatility of the material of the spear is like susceptible to react, but is Siege the source of
Correct.
Okay. So any other stone spear is not gonna have this effect, as we can see with the axe. So yeah, as you can see, the axe is just an axe. The spear has some properties that allow it to be infused and molded and changed by your primal energies, but the energies come from you, and that I want to have a closer look.
Do you think
Maybe
it's
after
connected?
we-
Do you think it's connected to my core?
It could be being influenced by it. I mean, your core and your mood certainly has some elemental properties, and the rock, the spear, being made of rock from the elemental planes, seems susceptible.
So it's like the color.
Yeah.
What color?
This one.
Sam, do you still have your analysis that you have in the tower?
Analyzer? That's a weird word.
I no longer have the ability to analyze whatever enters my structure, as I am no longer a structure large enough for creatures to enter.
I have an idea. Workshop it for later. So, that's what the deal with it's with your spear. Are we killing some abyssal dogs? Infernal dogs? Infernal, yeah.
I think so. What do you think, Keldav Commander?
I think we are meant to go right away, unless someone has a pressing matter or a worry or something else.
Okay, so just to be clear, are we doing this really?
Basically.
Like the gold.
Yes.
I really like the gold too. Just so that I
It's good
can.
to be heroes. We are heroes of Harken.
Yeah.
We are the heroes of Harken.
You are the Wizard of Harken.
Yeah,
I'm the last one.
Harken is nice. The Baron let me do things, all kind of things. Hammerfast, screw them.
What? Sorry, what was that? It's my earphones were not working. Hammerfest is what?
Fuck them.
Screw them, is what
Oh,
Johan
Screw
said.
them.
Okay. No.
We
leave
could
it
be
to
heroes
the same
of Hammerfast. Wouldn't it be great to be like heroes of Harken, heroes of Hammerfast?
That's a lot of titles. That is a lot of paper.
That's a lot of titles. Okay.
You know, it sounds better when people really have a hard time remembering all of them. So the more confused they are, the more important you are. At least that is the way I see it. That is why I understand it.
You are surprisingly smart for how you look.
Oh yeah, I know. Thank you. So, are we doing this or not? Because I do need to let them know so that they start preparing all of our things. And yeah, because this is the last one I can do. So, are we doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you should wait to message until afterwards. They are preparing an expedition of qualified monster hunters.
Actually, you're right. Because, yeah, if anything goes wrong... Nah, but it's not gonna go wrong. But yeah, you're right.
In the event of your deaths, better the monster hunters still show up.
Do you
Not
think that we
planning to die
were going to
today.
fail?
No,
No.
I'm not planning on
it's
that.
better to be prepared.
If something goes awry, I'm taking my leave. But yeah, let's don't die.
I agree with Sam.
Wonderful. So,
Wait, I'm confused. And this is Jose.
Go.
Are we going or not?
yes.
We're going, just don't die.
Yeah, let's kill some kill some bugs.
Let's go.
Indeed. Very Starship Troopers.
Commander, leader. I assume that you are gonna take...
Keldav does not look at Johan, by the way.
I'm continually speaking. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that you are going to take point and maybe do some reconnaissance. Can you inform us a little ahead of time so I can prepare before we come blasting?
So we're going now. Everyone, let's go to the entrance and move, and I'll see what we can do over there. I'm fully ignoring. I expect like this is Keldav. Keldav expects Siege to say commander, not Johan. Johan can fuck himself.
Hey, I started the whole thing.
But no, I'm not. And Keldav is started moving towards the entrance of the cave.
We saw this huge tunnel, right?
Yes.
We made a history nature check about that.
Yes. So
And what
I'll,
did the who knew
I'll mention the
whatever?
things that you know, but I want to show you guys a cool map because I made it.
Pictures.
So you move, you activate the entrance, shift the large boulder, and now you step within.
Top right, by the way.
Yes.
If you're trolling, finding you.
And I think you're sort of facing to the
Where?
right. You feel free to shift your tokens around.
Oh,
I'm on
I
it.
see,
The
I
map.
see.
Is this like the entrance?
Yes. So on the right is where you guys are coming from.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So,
I'm not on the horse, by the way, Daniel.
Okay.
yeah, and I'm leaping out of Elgado.
The axe is turned on. I believe I can go in the center to help with the light.
I will take the middle.
I will take the back.
Go in
Actually, I'm
front.
gonna go.
Yes, on Rohit.
And
Who's going where? I'm I'm going in the middle.
We are moving to the left, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna leap off El Gato and this is a more of a Daniel. You need to tell me if you think Keldav would do this. So could do this. Is basically tell him to be waiting on the back. Basically, if he could follow us, but from the back.
So
here.
you know that you could give the reins to Lena and have Lena hold the reins and have El Gato follow.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
So,
I'll tell Lena.
Lena, this massive horse-sized, huge fangs, but completely placid expression, like very small predatory eyes looking at you, just wide, no sense of aggression towards you, and this small gnome gives you the reins.
Keldav gives you the reins, but without not even looking at you. Like gives you the reins, hold him, and he goes scratches the mandible, like the lower mandible of the Drake, and says like, "Be good, and goes. And you just say, Lena, just walk, and I'll walk out.
Are you sure? Lena just goes full girl from Jurassic Park eating Jello.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Great reference.
Wait, by the way, that movie is like a must every week.
Every week is a bit more much for me, but sure.
No. I mean, not every week, but more like
every year.
Anyway, every month really. It's like a mandatory watch. Yeah. So can I actually pull it because he's massive? I'm short on 5 feet. Like I'm nothing.
Yeah. As soon as it gets to the point where you start putting tension on the reins, El Gato begins moving behind you.
Wow. Oh, this is not hard. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
He's a very good boy.
He's really good.
And I'll tell everyone, just give me a bit of space, and I'll move ahead.
Yeah. This part you've already been about an hour ago, and you quickly reach over here.
Yeah.
As you see,
Before you go, I'll give you guidance. Ping.
Okay.
Oh, so you're gonna do perception, maybe? I can give you.
No, don't.
Something.
Wait. No. This is a recon. I'm just doing a recon. Don't worry.
Okay.
Guidance is good enough. Don't
Okay,
worry.
Because you're going right before.
Space.
Yeah. I'll get the guidance. So I'll stand over here, Daniel. I'm gonna stealth the fuck out of this situation right now.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. I stealth
Wonderful.
a little bit, just a little bit. Give me the. Let me double check the number. Yeah, that's a 30. Quite a wee bit. I stealth a 30, and what I want to do is basically I know we've done this on the hall. I'm gonna leap down, and on the southern side, I want to do an investigation check to see the skitterings of the beasts right now. If you would let me.
Sure. So with the stealth, you move slowly. There's these massive chunks of stone that fell from the walls, and you move in between them. You're extremely light on the ground. Small pebbles, completely undisturbed by your passage. For a moment, your cloak settles around you, and it seems as if you are but one more rock that was once part of the wall. And you study the ground. Did you already make the roll to see? Okay.
I'm gonna do it right now.
So you see, here's the problem. Most of the markings of the Kruthix passage are up on the ceiling, 30 feet above you.
I'm gonna climb with the
Wonderful. Yeah, and
gloves.
the walls are broken. There's plenty of handholds, and you quickly make your way up.
And I have a climbing speed because of the gloves.
Yes.
Of climbing and
So-
swimming. So just
You disappear spider monkey-like up onto the ceiling.
And what do I see? I rolled a 22.
Ooh. So here are the things that you knew before. These tunnels were made by a kingfisher worm. The Kruthiks were traveling along the ceiling and were not trying to burrow through the hard stone of the tunnel to avoid alerting the worm. And you knew that these tunnels would vary in size. They would be 40 to 50 feet across, and sometimes they would narrow down to 25 to 30 feet. So, as you're climbing up, you realize these tunnels are fairly recent, less than a week old. And you're looking at the narrowing passage. It's too small for the kind of worm that you heard about in the stories. Like the one that would swallow a house like just come up and the house would be gone. Like those houses are too small. This was not a gnome house. These were human houses that were getting swallowed. And that's... The markings of the Kruthiks are numerous, but they entered this tunnel less than a day ago. So the cave, less than a week ago, the Kruthiks within a day. The Kruthiks went north into the tunnel, slightly sloping upward. They came back. You like move along the ceiling, and you're studying the pattern. They went through here dozens of times, but you're able to determine just the faintest difference of depth of the markings, and you realize the majority of the Kruthiks were coming from the southern tunnel. The nest, where they entered the Dwarven tunnel, is on the southern tunnel sloping down.
Okay. One last question about the ceiling. What I see in the ceiling. So I understand that the Kruthiks are avoiding making the scratches on the structure itself because that could alert the worm.
Mm-hmm.
The markings outside, not in the actual structure, on the other side
on the caves,
on the caves, the actual caves. Are they trying to do some like alcoving or things like that, or is it just a passage?
You don't see. First, you don't have proficiency in Mason's tools, right?
No.
Okay, that would give you advantage. But you're still with that investigation. You see, there's the claw marks bite much deeper on the raw sides of the cave, and you see they have gone on the ground, but the majority of the markings are along the walls and ceiling. You're looking at the sides of the cave. That excavation was done by the worm.
Okay.
The strange changes in width are not because of the Kruthiks. Like you see there are these large striation marks of whatever the method the worm uses to dig, and they are the same on any wall. Like the walls that are 50 feet apart and the ones that are 20 feet apart, they have the same markings. Back with the rest of the group, Sam goes, "How do we know he's still alive? Are any of you in telepathic contact with him?"
I am not. But I could send him a message.
He's
We
pretty.
would hear
pretty
But I
loud.
should probably, yeah.
Don't worry.
We would hear him scream or something.
Oh, okay.
That's very true.
Last time he infiltrated a castle by himself. He'll be fine.
He would send
Alright.
his bird, I'm guessing.
Actually, you're right. Giratha is not with. It's with me. It's not with you. Just I moved him in the map.
I'll try to give El Gato. Actually, do you want to do this? I mean, I did roll for the decision. So Lina's gonna try to give El Gato like the most minimal scritch, like down the below the jaw. just so that she has a tiny bit of contact, but trying to not really make it, you know?
Sure. So you scratch slightly.
Yeah.
There seems to be no apparent reaction from El Gato. After a moment or two, you stop. There's a beat. And then you feel as El Gato sort of nudges your shoulder, like,
Oh, okay. Okay. I need to do a lot of sketching tonight. Good. And I'll just continue giving him scritches.
all right, Keldav, back at the intersection.
A question for so would Keldav think he's able to walk on the actual structure's like corner wall?
So with those magical gloves,
Yeah.
yes, you would be going. So it wouldn't give you the advantage of any advantage of speed, but yeah, in case anything happened, you would be sort of up there.
No, but I'm asking because I want to go back.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of like geometric designs and
Okay.
scroll work on the sides. Now that you're up there, yeah, you can get like your handholds.
So I want to go back with a stealth check.
You can keep the 30. Yeah.
Okay, and I want to go like land on top, not on top, like just beside Johan. So
You're heading back. We'll have another moment of as the rest of you are just
I
They're
didn't went for my food because I heard my name.
So Johan, suddenly Keldav is next to you.
So basically, I appeared from the ceiling and just landing beside you. What's up? And moved away.
You see Johan like in deep thought. It doesn't pay attention to you for 1 second, 2 seconds. It starts to wander off and trips with you. It's when did you get here?
You need to be more alert, my man.
The cloak is most effective.
Yeah,
Of
definitely.
course, I made it.
Yeah. Well, so people, we have a couple things we gotta do. I think our best bet is try to be stealthy. I know we're not the most stealthy group. It's all good. They are on the southern side. They do travel in the ceilings. I didn't see any alcoves, and they've been here about a day. So we have to do this now. So stealthy, let's go. I'll be on the front, about 30 feet ahead of you. So we have some.
How far are they? Did you reach the nest?
No. I wanted to. If I'm gonna go towards the nest, I want you closer, because these are fast.
But I assume that in your capabilities you can tell how far are we from the nest.
My dude, let's walk. Let's stop talking, and I'll keep on going, like waiting for everyone.
Question.
You doesn't know what preparation looks like.
I'm probably going to be very loud. Would you rather have me making noises on the back of the group or on the front?
I will also be loud.
So all the people that are very loud, we're gonna do a chain. So I'm gonna be on the front, 30 feet ahead. Then we're gonna have a middle group for people that are medium loudness, and the people that are very loud on the back.
I'm good being quiet.
I can be very quiet too.
So Siege, Lena with El Gato, who else?
Keldav
Mara, are
Commander.
you good?
Keldav Commander, question.
Yeah.
Should I
I
turn
will
off the axe?
never break this chain.
Oh.
Okay, that was good.
Should I turn off the axe? He's right now emitting light.
Do the crucifix have some light sensitivity? Like,
From what you know, no. But they also don't need light to see. Like, they are adapted for underground environments.
If
They
it
can
helps
see
you-
in darkness, and they can sense through vibrations in the earth.
fuck, actually, that can help me too. I
If we
can't
are
see.
mounting
Yes.
using our mount, who makes the stealth check?
I'm gonna move everybody to see the cool bit of destroyed walls, because it's very cool
Yay.
and I'm proud of it. And I will tell you, exploring these tunnels is a skill challenge. You already succeeded in the first step of figuring out where you should go, that the nest is to the south. So that's going to help you. The main skills are stealth, which is going to be done as a group check. And that means everybody rolls, and if you bring mounts, the mounts also roll. And what we'll do is, if half the group succeeds, the group succeeds, and if half or more fails, the group fails.
Got it.
Maybe don't bring the mounts.
I was thinking the same. Maybe
Yeah.
we
Hiding
leave
in a
Penelope
tunnel.
outside.
So Penelope has sure feet in this kind of terrain. So specifically, Penelope would have advantage on a stealth check in this kind of mountainous terrain. But
That's true.
here's the thing. Currently, you are going through the tunnels that were created by the worm. If you reach tunnels that were created by the crucifix, it'll be difficult to continue to be mounted. You'll have to dismount and lead your mounts through possibly 5-foot wide passages, meaning they'll have to squeeze. You did theorize that the actual nest will probably slightly wider spaces, because they'll prefer larger spaces where multiple crucifix can lay eggs and multiple can be hatching at the same time. But yeah, crucifix made tunnels are significantly smaller than the ones you're facing here.
No, I will leave Penelope outside.
Okay.
So let's leave all the mounts here. I'm gonna put the reins on a big boulder, and try to have some kind of station for the mounts.
Sure. You also know that Rohit is of greater than average intelligence, so if you need one of them to be able to release the reins to let them escape, Rohit can definitely handle that.
What is the area, the effective area of Sam to continue to use his body? Or staying.
I
How
believe,
far apart the necklace and the body can be?
I think it's something like 60 feet.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's more than 60 feet, the only action the body takes is to move closer to where the amulet is.
I can work with that. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Sure.
Question,
Mm-hmm.
GM. I was looking at my inspiring leader. Would you allow
Absolutely.
me to get it if instead of giving a speech, I do some kind of chanting that lasts for 10 minutes? I can send you afterwards an example
Sure.
of what I'm thinking about.
And you could have done it during the short rest. You knew that you were probably going to be heading in here, so you could have, as part of your preparations, done that.
Awesome. So everybody gets 12 temp HP.
Ooh.
Hey. I do that here. 10. Okay.
And I would say the end of the ritual that I do, I go and I use some oil and I sort of mark everybody, put a tear on your foreheads, and that's how you get the 12 temp HP. It's 6 people, including Gufran, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna say everybody gets it, including Stam, and Gufran is not gonna get it. So that's 6, I think.
Cool.
So because I already had 9.
Everyone except that.
No, I'm not
doesn't
gonna.
count.
Gufran is not gonna give it to herself. So everybody else gets it, including Sam, because it's up to 6 people.
All right.
Okay. DM, just because I'm a chicken head and I don't remember things. Who would be the loudest person in the group? Would that be Sam or Gufran?
So Sam has a -1, but rolls straight. Gufran, I believe, has a higher bonus, but rolls with disadvantage because of her plate armor.
I see. Okay.
+3 with disadvantage.
Okay. So before we start to the tunnel, what Lena's gonna do? Gufran, you see as Lena approaches you, and can I help you a little bit? Would you allow me to help you a little bit with this?
Sure. I'd
Okay.
love to. Yeah.
Okay. So she's going to pull out.
I'm very loud.
She's going to pull out. Actually, I'm thinking about how I'm doing this. Let me look for something because I just had this idea. Okay. So what Lena's going to do, she's going to ask you to close your eyes. And she's going to paint your face white, but she's going to give you like black
White
yeah.
face.
I'm just looking at the reference. So she's going to paint your face white, but your lips are going to be red, and you're going to have like a black outline for your eyes, as she's going to cast a enhance ability for which one is it?
Cat's Grace, I believe.
Cat's Grace, but instead of a cat, you're a mime. All right, all
Turn
done.
into the enemy.
You
Kill
look
her.
amazing.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'd love to see how. I don't know how I look, but thank you. I
Here.
feel.
She sketches quickly.
Very very fast.
Wonderful.
Very agile.
Does Ari have to make a stealth check too?
Cool.
That's
How loud is a metal cat that flies by flapping wings?
I mean, the wings, if they're mechanical.
So, because I know what is setting the DC, and I'm going to tell you in a moment, so you guys know the stakes. Ari, as a hovering creature, does not need to make the stealth check.
And Johnathan either?
Correct.
Okay.
As long as Johnathan's flying around,
okay.
Yeah.
With that
not making
information-
contact with the surfaces, they
Maybe with
are...
that information, my move should be different, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm going to go to Sam. Okay, Sam, time to engage your cloaking systems, and I'm gonna put
What?
something that I add. Don't worry. And I'm gonna put my hand on the arm,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna cast invisibility in 3rd level, so both of
Ooh.
us turn invisible. And you can see some runes on Sam's body begin to light up and goes a circuit, and then it disappears.
Okay.
Wonderful. So the skill challenge, the main skills are group stealth checks, and one person will be making a survival check to lead you through the tunnels, to track the Kruthix. Here's the thing. The more survival checks you fail, the more stealth checks you have to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stealth check, because you guys took a short rest, is a lower DC than if you had taken a long rest. The Kruthix were moving around now because they felt confident the worm was far away. The longer time goes on, that may change. And so you are not hiding from the Kruthix. You can fight the Kruthix, and in fact, you are hoping to find the Kruthix and fight them and defeat them. You are hiding from the worm.
Let's see. Okay.
Can I
I'm gonna do a lot of noise. I'm sorry.
can I assist? I mean, I'm guessing that Keldav has the highest survival.
You guys
No.
figure out who has the highest survival. You
No,
guys
no,
can
no.
give each other help and guidance.
Okay,
Right.
because I
I-
have +4, but I'm guessing.
Yeah. I have a +2, my
I thought that you were.
comrade in arms.
Yeah. Rogue, not
Yes.
ranger.
Yep.
Hey.
Stealth is wisdom.
Just a +2 here.
So
plus
it
two
looks
from me
like
too.
Give me a second.
the
Trying to connect. Another.
it looks like the honorary dwarf will be leading the expedition into these underground tunnels.
If I can, I would be trying to help her, but I
Sure.
imagine that.
Yeah, you can be like crawling along the ceiling, following the
Yeah.
tracks in a way that the rest of the party can only see at the ground and the sides.
Yeah.
So you're
Of course.
that'll give advantage.
Okay.
So I'm going to give myself guidance from
Sure.
time to time.
Yeah, you're every time you lose the tracks or you're not certain if you're following ones coming towards the tunnel or back towards the nest, you can go ahead and give your guidance.
So I do a roll now.
Yeah, go ahead and make the first survival check
Wait, so this is if I have help is with advantage, right?
with advantage and with guidance.
Okay.
What color? This one.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
You can do this, buddy. Come on.
No. I know it's not that, guys. Thank guidance. It's 16.
16.
The first.
Okay. The first check. So you're following down the sloping tunnel. It's where you are now, it's a fairly gentle slope. It took a moment to realize that the northern tunnel behind you goes up and this one is headed down. The destruction of the stone plates of the floor were enough to almost hide that until you're in the raw rock that's been exposed. It's a very strange tunnel to be this big. It's if someone had asked Johan to design a giant drill, maybe it would leave this kind of tunnel behind. But the tunnels that you've been in are carved by stonemasons. Like they are, by the time they are this size, they are the right shape. This is a strange undulating shape. With a 16, you're moving along, you're managing to follow the tracks of the Kruthix. You're heading down. There's a moment where the cave splits in a way where you are following this cave and suddenly it is intersected by another cave headed at a slightly lower slope. And there's a moment where you're trying to figure out, do you go up along this narrow band of the original cave or go down through this other one? And there's Kruthig marks on both. And as you're sitting there looking at this, it's like, what? And you're suddenly imagining an apple and a worm crawling through the apple, eating through, and you realize the worm has been through this place multiple times. The reason the tunnels are of varying sizes is because the worm is not going through the same tunnel every time. It's moving in the same general direction, but sometimes it's exactly down the same part and sometimes it's slightly to the side. So you get like one tunnel that's 25 and then two that are slightly overlapping. And what you've reached one where the worm was in two separate directions and suddenly intersected back in its original path.
Oh wow.
Tell this to Keldav, like, I mean,
Okay.
I'm guessing this can be right beside us. We know what type of worm it is.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
kingfisher.
Kingfisher worm.
Kingfisher worm. Sorry.
But the parts, now that you know this, you're looking at the parts that are smaller, and it's like the kind of worm that is described in stories is 50 foot wide. Like the big parts of the tunnels, that makes sense to you. The parts where it's 20 feet is like, what is this worm like squeezing itself? No, it doesn't make sense. And when you're looking at the two, this is a smaller worm. This is maybe a young worm. Maybe it's a different... Like, there are weird wizards that mix creatures. Like, could one of them have made a miniature worm that, because of the size, is still huge?
How much they were paying for the worm?
There was no mention of the worm, but you gather the 15,000 that you're getting for destroying the nest, like minimum that for driving the worm away. But again,
how feasible? Again, this is the gambler in Keldav talking. How feasible with the 25 feet would be a survival encounter with, like, for us to survive?
you're looking at the group. If it was the worm in the stories, no chance.
Yeah.
That thing's too big. It could catch up to any of you. Half the size. Is that half as strong? If it's half as strong, you think, yeah. The fast ones of you could easily get away. Maybe. If you could ambush it, like if you had bait, and or you're trying to figure what kind of poison, something that chews through stone and steel. What could you do that could put you in a position of advantage? It's but maybe it's half the size and just as fast, and just as strong. Maybe it's stronger. Maybe it's half the size because it's it's a worm hydra. It has heads on both sides. You don't have enough information.
Yeah.
Like Catdog, yeah. How does it poop?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Canonically, I looked into this, parenthesis. I looked into this, canonically, it does.
Whoa.
But
I don't
more about that later. More about that later.
That information that I didn't want to have, thank you.
Yeah, there you
Agreed.
go.
So I would answer. I would say back to Mara. Say Mara. We are definitely in the crosshairs of a very, very delicate situation. We need to be very fucking quiet.
And with that, everybody please give me a stealth check. It's been about 25 minutes.
I'm going to assume that the invisibility doesn't grant advantage on this roll, because this
That is correct.
probably some tremors or some shit.
Because of Linus and Hans' ability, Gufran gets to roll straight.
Straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
I'm going to move really, really quiet.
24 for me with the Larian dice.
Cool. Siege rolled a 17.
14, and that's super good for Gufran.
Yeah.
Worked.
18. 18? Yes, 18.
So
For me.
you can hear, not see, behind you, Johan. So as you can see, Sam, this is a pretty good idea that I have. The circuits allow the magic to just cover your whole body and make you invisible. Look at you.
Can I put my siege hand on
You don't know.
Johan
You
mouth?
have a vague idea where the noise is coming from, but you don't know where his mouth is.
I roll a 7 and Sam roll a 10.
Oh, fuck.
I rolled a 20. I rolled really bad.
Yeah. So wait, how many of you are there in the party? I need to figure out exactly half, because you left most of the mounts behind, which is good. Most of you have higher stealth checks than your mounts.
So
The 6 of you and 7 with Sam. Okay, so I'll round in a way that helps you. But no. But you had 3 failures, 4 successes. So
Okay.
congratulations. Your first stealth check is a success. Go ahead and make the second survival check as you are determining which way down these strange looping tunnels.
So the way I'm gonna help Mara is actually going a bit forward in both, trying to figure out if there's any way to determine direction.
16 again, and thank God for the guidance, because it would be bad. 16.
Okay. as you start heading down the lower of the tunnels, which is you realize is the correct one, the path of the worm makes no sense. Like, you go into a spiral that widens, and then suddenly there's a section where you're starting to head up, and then back down. This is... You're like trying to figure out along the walls, is it following a mineral? Is it following a particular... There's no cardinal directions here. It's burrowing through several different layers of rock. But the Kruthiks seem to be just as... Like, they're just following along the tunnel that the creature made. You've gone through about 800 meters now of these tunnels. It's been about 30 minutes. And you start to reach lower and lower. And you start seeing more and more of these intersections. Like, the worm coming through from a different direction and hitting. And sometimes goes straight through its old tunnel and keeps going in the new direction. Other times, as it lands, there's a wider section as it realizes it's in an older tunnel and starts to follow it. You realize these tunnels, like, the worm has been going in different directions. Sometimes it's headed roughly upward and north. Other times it's looping around. You're trying to map it in 3D space, and you've been vaguely going downwards and to the south, but in a straight line, you've gone maybe 500 meters, and you've been getting twisted and moved around along these tunnels. But now the Kruthiks are on a clear path, and you realize you are heading towards the location of the nest. You're going to find it within the next few minutes. Go ahead and everybody make a stealth check.
Before we do that, I'll look at Mara and I'll say, there's a chance we are dealing with a infant that's looking for their parent. And if that's so, we would be fighting two if we call them. And I'll do the stealth check.
No.
With that face, I don't like what's
No,
happening.
me neither.
I rolled a 2.
It's
Okay,
not a
so I mean
one.
that's one failure.
Wait, plus. Plus my guidance. Plus my 7.
Goofren roll at 21.
Wow.
Hey.
So far, only one failure. How did Johan and Sam do?
Johan 18 and Sam 13. So as you can see, the circle.
You see, yeah, and Sam is talking to you about the strange geometric shapes and going like, could it be trying to carve a runic array in the rock itself? And
Shut up!
so once again, you had 3 failures and 4 successes. So you succeed in the second stealth check.
By the way, I rolled a 30
Yeah, it's
again. I don't know if that helps, but
No,
again,
you
I disappear.
disappear.
yeah.
Can his roll take 2 wins?
No,
please?
I might allow that for like nat 20s, like
You know,
cancel out a failure.
It was 2 19s. That's why I was laughing. I rolled 2 19s. I was like, okay, fuck it.
Oh,
Oh.
So you continue moving along the tunnels, and after you've gone about a little over a kilometer, you reach what looks like a wider opening, but this one was not carved by the worm. It seems like there was a previous cave here. Keldav, are you still taking point, or maybe like Keldav and Maravilla?
So I'm basically taking point by helping Maravilla. I'm never straying away too far from her.
Okay, so Keldav, you're going along this central tunnel carved by the worm, and you see as an opening appears. You're going along the ceiling, and you see worked stone pillars. Like, it's mostly a cave, but there's a bit of a structure, and then you see movement in the shadows, and you pull back and you realize you're at the entrance to the nest.
Siege stops.
So, I'd appreciate it if you guys set yourselves up here, as you would along the entrance to the nest, and then
Wait,
I will copy your
Where is
tokens
here? Where is here?
at sort of the entrance here to
Okay,
this open tunnel, and then I'll copy your tokens over to the
I'm
appropriate
guessing
map.
Keldav is
Yeah, I imagine I'm like here,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, and it's you were successful enough in your survival checks that Keldav and Sam are still invisible, which will be useful in the way that invisibility regularly is useful. And Gulfran has Cat's Grace in the event that dexterity checks become important in the
Thank
following
you.
moments. You guys,
So-
you guys rolled well. Like, it wasn't.
We are good at D&D.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
move
That's not the
Gulfran
spirit.
beside Siege. Gulfran, I'm going moving you beside Siege.
Yeah, on the vanguard.
Maybe I'm a little bit more close to Keldav, but not by much.
And I'm gonna, if I can, Daniel, I am going to very quietly and gingerly go down the actual wall, because I don't want to be on the roof if we're gonna attack
Sure.
someone. Because I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for the bow and fall.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, I only need one hand to stay. Ooh, I need the other hand for the arrow. Wonderful. So, this is your formation? Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
Control C. Control V. Ooh. Interesting. We'll have to adjust slightly. Yeah. Because some of you ended up in the middle of the rock.
Walls.
Yeah. But you guys.
No, we're clipping.
Yeah, that's right. There.
So we have to have light because not all of us can see.
Correct.
I have my
So-
axe. That's
Okay.
10 feet of light. Let me.
Your stealth check, Keldav, was enough that they didn't spot you, but as the rest of the group approaches, you know that they will see the incoming light, and they're going to be, in that way, ready for you.
Yeah.
So
I turn on Lightbringer, and that also is light as well.
wonderful.
It's 20 feet of 20 feet of bright light and then 20 of dim.
Yes, I believe that's already set up in your token from last time.
Yeah.
And we now
Can you
switch
activate
to
Gulfran's is 15 and 15?
yes. Where is? Oh, there you are, Gulfran.
I don't like that music.
It is. It's activated.
Oh, and
Okay.
actually I can use an action to expand it. So if we have time before any battle, I would expand it to its maximum, which is 30 feet. It would be 30 and 30.
Ooh. Okay. Sure.
Like very bright.
You see as the bright light of Lightbringer extends into the darkness, and as all of you begin to make your way into the cave, you see the Kruthic nest. Show to players.
Let's see.
Do you on roll 20 and for I also placed it here on Telegram. So yes,
It's not showing anything.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's
showing.
not showing for me
Show to
either.
players. How's it so I don't know.
Oh, the art. Whoa, that's cool.
Oh, the art.
That's super
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool. It's disgusting.
And
but-
creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
So you see
Oh.
what looks like a mostly natural cave, but there are remnants here of some structure that was built. Like you can see pillars, there are sections of stone that used to be tiled and stairs, and it's mostly covered in this oozing gloop with eggs, and you see small, like cat-shaped, cat-sized little reptilian horrors, like crawling out of the eggs. And we're going straight into initiative. Keldav, it's your turn. You know, like, the majority of
just
the...
a question.
Yeah.
I see the same map as before.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Have you
Excellent.
Have you changed the map?
I have now changed it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
And now
okay.
you should no longer be clipping.
Yeah, but
Hey.
we are not on the tracker. Just by the way.
Huh. That's strange.
Initiative went away.
Yep.
There. Do you see it?
We see the tracker,
not
not the
yet.
initiatives.
It's
There's
without
nothing.
order.
Better? Because I can see it.
Not yet.
I mean, if you can see, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you can see it, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Keldav, it's your go.
I
22.
Yes.
Uh,
I'll. Sorry.
Go ahead. As you move in, you see there are still some of the young Kruthiks, the more dog-sized version, that you fought in the tunnel, and they are tending to the clutches of eggs along the walls. There are pillars and outcroppings of rock, and all of those are covered in this slime. And you can see as they're sort of moving, and they poke at the eggs, and they're turning some of them, and some of the ones that are like starting to shake, you see as they're like prematurely hatching them. Like they stab through, and the Kruthik hatchling pops back up.
Okay. I'll stay there. I have my eyes on this guy.
Yeah.
I will and I'll just send an arrow his way.
Go for it. Yeah. You're familiar with these.
And I'll make Johnathan.
Go ahead with sneak attack as your spiritual
That's
hawk.
over here. That's like awfully bad. So that's 17.
Hits.
Yeah, that's good. So give me 1 second. Double check my damage. So 21 points of damage.
Excellent. There's an interesting moment where you are used to sinking into the eyes of Johnathan to get a better view, but in this moment, you feel the opposite effect. As Johnathan flies off into the darkness, you feel the presence of the raptor bird behind your eyes, because in the darkness it cannot see, but you can, and so it's flying with your gaze, and it gets just close enough to distract the Kruthik as it sort of turns, hears the flapping of wings, and the arrow sinks its inside, and you hear the yelp of pain. And yeah, you know that you dealt a grievous wound.
And I'll call just for me. Who's next on the order?
Maravilla is next.
I'll say, and I'll call Mara and say, round the corner. Just swift movements. We are outnumbered, but this is our fight, and you'll get an advantage on your next attack.
Ooh. You're mute, Patty.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have to use it right away if I don't attack this turn? What happens?
I don't remember. Let me double check. I don't.
Because you know that Mara, the first thing that she does before combat is she casts Bless.
Yes, I know.
You know this.
Well, you can have done that right before you came in. Like, you can have come into this with 1 round already of Bless, so it'll last 9 rounds
okay.
instead of the full 10.
Okay, so I would have cast Bless to Keldav because he's still in range. I just checked.
The help action is for this turn, by the way.
Yeah, it's for this turn.
Okay, so I would have cast to Keldav, Siege, and Gufran. Because 3 creatures in first level.
Cool.
That's bless.
Bless.
Yes.
So I'm going to run and move 30 feet and take a look. And what can I do from range?
So you see the wounded Kruthic that Keldav shot, and you see there are eggs and small hatchlings are beginning to pop out, like through there from that rocky outcropping.
So I'm going to cast like to an egg because it's like a sacred flame.
Sure.
Or to a crucifix that is like coming toward us.
This guy.
Currently, they're not coming towards you. You guys, you didn't get a surprise round, but you are acting first in initiative.
So I'm
So
going to
that
attack
one is
this
wounded.
guy. I'm
Go
going
for
to
it.
attack that one, sacred flame.
Dexterity saving throw. This is why I have the
15 the
No, but Sacred Flame
Usually
is
dex
it's
save.
not an attack roll.
ah
yeah.
Or
you
you
have
thinking
to,
about
to pass 15.
Fails. Go ahead and roll your 2d8.
No, it's 2.
2d8. And also, I believe, do you have the blessed strike thingy where you get to add a bonus damage to your cantrips and attacks?
No.
Well, feel
No, I
free to
don't.
take it, because we have the options from Tasha's.
And what is that? I don't know that.
You add a d8 of damage to cantrips or attacks. So go ahead and once per turn. So go ahead and add a d8.
Okay, 11
2.
plus
Is that available
13.
that turn?
13
At
to
this
that.
level?
Wait.
Maybe not. Maybe it's next level. You're right.
What
So
thing?
the extra d8 damage.
Oh, so it's without the extra?
Correct.
It was 11.
11. Okay. As you see the pillar of light from Moradin's forge strike this creature, it screeches in pain. You see as the white ooze within it starts to bleed out, and you know it's going to start smelling very bad. Not that it smells great in here already, but it's going to start smelling like rotten eggs in a while. And you see as it's nearly dying, but still alive. So that was your action and your movement.
That's it. I'm
Okay.
not doing anything else.
So now it's Johan, and after Johan is going to be Sam, and after Sam it'll be Siege. So Johan with Siege on deck.
How was the thingy in Roll20 to measure while I right click?
No, you hold left click to move, and you press Q, and the measurement will
Oh, right.
appear.
Right click
As you move.
works too.
Oh, I think. Yeah.
I'm going to move 30 feet. And I
Oh, yeah.
cannot see
Cool.
a thing. So I'm going to dash 30 feet more. And I still cannot see anything. So,
No.
yeah, that's my turn.
You can't see
But
this
there's
guy?
a crucifix.
Yeah, but I use my action to dash just to
Oh,
see.
okay.
Yeah, he was in the back. So, Siege, Gufran, Lina, you hear Johan going, I can't see anything, and keep moving, and you only hear this as an invisible human wizard like moves ahead.
I'm pulling stuff from my bag. It's like, oh, fuck!
Yeah.
I need to change my eyes.
You have a moment of, right, Sam insists on sticking next to Johan, and suddenly you are being shifted aside as a massive creature going like moving the same 60 feet
Yeah.
to
Need
stand.
to move the same 60.
Yeah.
I believe that
Yeah.
was
And that's
Sam
Sam.
can see. That's good.
Yes. I'm like, I believe we are outnumbered. And now
Yeah,
it is
don't worry
Siege's
about
turn.
it.
Siege,
Okay. Movement. So I can go 40 feet. Yeah, I'm going to be next to Mara. How was to move?
You can just drag your token and right click so you can see the.
Right.
Live Lord.
I can't do.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Old version. So
Things you might
40
have
feet.
learned
Boom.
on a long rest.
I can only I can only see this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bonus action, rage. So it's okay with the
Yep.
the temporary. Everyone got the temporary hit points of Gufran, right?
Everyone except Gufran.
Except Gufran. You are okay. So sorry.
You could have raged back there. It's okay.
No.
But Gufran has 9 temporary hit points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, from
Oh.
the previous combat.
It's okay. Yeah, no problem. Bonus action rage. Throwing the spear in that direction.
Ooh, that is very good because your spear is a bit better than most weapons against swarms.
Oh yes, exactly.
So they are going to get some cover from this piece of rock, but the swarm is not fully covered. So go ahead and make the attack roll for the end, and I will make the dexterity saving throws.
This is 16.
Yes. So yes, in case some of you haven't fought swarms before, swarms are generally resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. Because sort of ordinary weapons... Whoa, that was a really good dexterity save. So that's half damage from the blast, and then but the spear still hit.
No. I believe that the spear don't get damage.
Oh, no, yeah.
Half.
So you see as this crack of a glacier breaking off and snowflakes are left along the path near you, and then it turns into ice shards that crash into the swarm. Go ahead and roll the damage of the actual impact of the spear, which I think is 2d6 plus your stuff.
Yeah, okay. 10.
Okay, as it hits, and you see as several of the smaller glacial shards impact the wall, or they impact eggs that haven't hatched yet, and so still a couple of the cat-sized creatures are impaled and die.
Sorry, that's the damage from the throwing.
Yeah.
I every time I have this character for about 3 years, and
It's
every
alright.
time get confused with the spear, because that was the damage for the throwing.
For the attack hit. Yeah,
And the attack.
line of damage. They succeeded on the saving throw, so they don't get that.
Gotcha. That damage, the 2d6 plus 5, was for the throwing.
Correct.
Oh no, it's okay. It's still 1d6 plus 5 plus 1d6, so okay.
Yes.
It's okay. For ranger attack, it's not rage, right?
Correct. So it's
Okay, so-
plus 5, not plus 7 or 8.
You have the bless, so roll a d4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still hit though.
I still hit it.
Ah, okay.
Wait, 21. Was they saved the DC for the throwing? Because I use rage, I have 20 more feet of movement.
Yep.
So I'm going to move on that direction.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, after siege, it's Lina. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to be there.
wonderful.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, finish.
Okay, Lina. It's
Okay, so Lena's gonna try to follow the light. She actually.
What race is Lena?
She's a human, so she can't see shit either. But she's gonna follow Siege's light a little bit down the path, I think this is 30. Wait, 5, 10, 15. I think this is 30. No, I have one more. From this point, I can't really do much, but because I see a Cruthix right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then nothing else.
You currently can't see anything else.
So I would make use of the reflection on Sam, and I'm going to pull out my sketchbook, sketch him really quickly, and throw him a bardic inspiration. And you have the file if you want to share it. And did I send it to you?
Sam, let me check. Yes, I believe you did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Or actually,
it would be slightly easier for me if you chose somebody else, but it would only take me a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
To upload Sam.
But you don't need to do it right now. Actually, do you know what? I'm just gonna use my action to dash, but I'm not going to use all of the movement. I do want to get some height. How high is this area here?
So back at the beginning of the tunnel, it's only about 3 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have gotten up there very easily. From where you are now, it's about 5 or 6 feet up. So you can get your hands over it, but it's either twice the movement, or you make an athletics check DC 10 to get over there without spending extra movement.
Okay, I'm still gonna use all my movement to get some elevation here. So I just want to stay here. So I'm going to spend the movement.
Okay. And you see as a tiny Sam, which is currently the only Sam that you can see because big real Sam is invisible.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is delightful.
Please share.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Send it. Whoa.
Yeah, I think I'll send you guys the file later so that Daniel doesn't have to, because it
Lena,
also compresses quality.
As you get up over the small ledge, you hear in the darkness a rattling noise.
Behind us or
No,
in front of us?
deep in the cave in the darkness.
Okay.
And it's a high-pitched noise, but you get the feeling there's more to this noise that you're not hearing. And you see the reaction from the nearly dead Kruthic that... Whoa, hold on. I think I need to re-roll my roll 20 because some things got out of alignment. You see as the Kruthic that was nearly dead amongst the eggs lifts its head up, and you hear tiny legs. This really do sound more like sort of large spiders that some of you may have fought in forests and other natural environments for a D&D setting. And you see as dozens of these tiny hatchlings appear, and you see they are being led by the dog-sized adult Kruthics that you fought and singed with Johan's fireball and other attacks in the tunnel. Like, they have not had the time to recover, but these hatchlings appear to have been like latched on, and the others that are following behind are going along with these more adult Kruthics.
Oh,
So
you
it
know,
seems-
disgusting.
Yes.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Yeah, no, this is the hatchling swarm's turn.
Okay.
As they're moving forwards, you see they are a size large swarm, and they have an aura of damage around them. So, if you guys can't, maybe you can't, you can see it. If not, yeah, here. You can see, you should be able to start seeing.
Oh, okay.
So if you're within 5 feet, you automatically take damage, because there are so many of them, and they are so...
Bite and slash.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
But the good news is they had to use their action to dash. So currently that's what they're doing. And after the swarms... Oh, okay. That's good for you. This Kruthic youngling is going to, inspired or in some way frenzied by the noise it heard, it moves forward to swing at Siege. Probably in a futile attempt, but it's going to make 2 claw attacks with a 13
Fail.
and 18, I believe, still fails
Fail.
because that's how good you are. And you hear other Kruthics, and I think some of you might even be able to see this one, continue to like crawl around the eggs, turning them and starting to like actively tap at them and start cracking some of them before their time. And then, because Gufran rolled really low in initiative, you are on deck after you hear rock beginning to be rent asunder. You hear heavy stones falling to the ground. Somewhere northeast of you in the darkness. And you don't see anything. And now, Gufran, it's your turn. You're still up at the beginning of the
Northeast
tunnel.
is behind us.
It's on the other side of the really big...
I am like...
Yeah, you have to go southeast
Sure.
to get into the large open area where everything is happening.
So it's south of the cave.
Yeah, so if my math is not wrong, I should be able... Yeah. I should be able to move 30 feet and stay right north of Mara.
Yeah?
From then, I have a question because there's like one of these hive lords that is almost close, like one that's closest to Siege, but then one that doesn't have the swarm area. Is that the big Kruthic that you described? Is kind of a bigger
No.
Kruthic?
Those are swarms. I believe the,
So all of
the
those
image
are
that you're...
swarms. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reach to be beside Mara. When I pass by and I see the Chibi S.A.M, I say, "Oh, that's so cute!" And then I turn towards one of these swarms, the one that is kind of closest to the one that's closest to Johan, I would say. That the one that's, I think in my case it would be like kind of due south from where I am. And then I want to say, "Have you heard that hell is filled with fire? No, it's filled with cold." And I'm gonna let out like my Rage of Stygia, which is like Ray of Frost, one of my powers, and I spoke like an infernal or some shit. So I was doing that. So I'm gonna try to hit it. Let's see. Oh, come on! That's a 15, and I also have the bless. Let me see. Come on, bless. Help me. Okay. 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
So it's 2d8.
Yes.
14 points of cold damage.
Wonderful.
And also their speed is reduced 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Very good.
And with my bonus action, I don't see any individual large creature here fighting yet. Yeah.
Correct. The biggest thing that you can see are the not dog size. They're like boar sized Kruthic adults that are hidden inside the bigger swarms. Like you can't target them directly. So.
Yeah. And between Lena and Johan, who looks the weakest, like in terms of like armor / hit points?
You can't see me, so anything that requires sight.
Okay, so then I'm gonna turn towards Lena. I'm gonna say, "May Lahaba protect you," and I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on you. So now you're with my bonus action. So now your AC is increased by 2.
Nice. I'm unstoppable.
And that's the end of my turn.
Amazing.
Interesting. And we're back to the top of the round. Keldav. There's plenty of swarms getting closer. There's one Kruthik youngling, but you know, like, the big thing is still out in the darkness, and it's doing something. It's aware of you. It's doing something. Make an intelligence check.
Okay. 9.
9. You're looking at what is in front of you. It was preparing for you. You probably caught it by surprise. They were trying to get as many of these swarms, put them with the Kruthiks. You're counting. About 7 adults you think got away from you.
Yeah.
There's a lot more swarms that they can still have. You don't see them. There's lots of eggs here. There could be eggs in other caves. Like, that's as much as you get.
Yeah. Keldav makes a note in his head to buy flammable shit for next time. And I'm gonna attack the swarm next to Siege.
Okay. Yeah, you can... Ooh, wait a second. Let me read the aura, because you might know if this would really hurt. No. Okay, so as long as Johnathan doesn't end their turn within 5 feet of the Kruthik swarm, they won't be able to bite it.
Yeah, Johnathan
But you'll need it for the sneak attack. Siege is not quite next to the swarm. After Keldav is going to be Maravilla, so...
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see the turn counter anymore.
No, we can't. I mean, at least I can't. Let me double check. Yeah, he's gonna end. Yeah, over here. I'll attack. Not bad. 19.
Hits.
And I'll so it's sneak attack. I'm better. $23 points of damage.
What type of damage is it? I think
it's piercing.
Yeah, magical piercing. So it's
yeah.
against the swarm is halved, but still.
Yeah, I know.
11 points of damage as you cut through. You see, you know how these things work. They're being led by the big guy. You shoot at the adult, and there are so many of the small hatchlings that get in the way that it fouls your shot. It goes through the first one, but it bounces slightly, hits one of the larger plates of the other one, skids along. You take out 5 or 6 of the hatchlings, but you didn't manage to impact the central adult in the center.
I'm gonna do my bonus action attack again with the bow expert.
Mm-hmm.
Without the
sneak attack.
Yeah, so I'll be another 19.
Hits.
And yeah, it's a lot. 13 points of damage to the little one. I'm sorry, I didn't specify that.
How much? 14?
13.
13. It had 12 hit points remaining. So as you see, as this thing had been clawing at Siege, and you know, the main point of these things is they give pack tactics to the bigger things. So you're like, might as well. And you take it out. And it falls to the ground. And you have begun the slow process of equalizing the numbers in your favor.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Commander.
I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry.
Maravilla. There are now a lot more targets that you can see.
So the advantage that Keldav gave me.
No, it's not. It's no more.
Okay, wait. So I'm going to move. Let me see how far can I get. No. The one beside Siege.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to step there. Do I take right away damage?
No, when you end your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to hit him.
Sure.
Um,
Come around with your magical warhammer.
yeah. You hear me scream the name of Fleet, and I try to hit it. So
Do you receive damage as you enter the?
No.
No.
When you end your turn there. And depending on how this goes, she may not have ended her turn in the aura. Because
So
they now
it
have to
was-
make a strength
I'm
save.
going to change his dice. I'm anyways 13.
13 just misses.
With bless?
She's not
don't have
blessed.
bless.
She did not bless herself.
Oh,
Fuck.
Now, you are a war cleric.
Yeah,
which
I'm going
means
to use that. I'm going to use my bonus action to try to hit it again. I'm changing dice. 16.
that hits.
It does. Wait, is a D8 plus a D10? Why do I have a D10 in?
I think that's because you can use it with both hands.
Yeah.
That's the D10.
Ooh.
I believe it's a D6 of additional force damage.
Okay, so I'm using both hands. Can I say it right now? Yes.
Are you using a shield?
I don't use shield. Oh, let me see. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure.
You have a shield in your
Yes, I
inventory.
have a shield. So no.
Yeah.
So it's a D8
No.
plus a D6.
Oop. My bad. I clicked stuff that.
Oh, fucking dice. Ugh. It's crap. It's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
And the force damage?
Sorry, it was
Okay.
3. No, 2. No, sorry. 5 bludgeoning and 1 force.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was really
Okay. So you see, as it impacts, you completely splatter one of the hatchlings, but that is enough that you barely glance at some of the others, and then there is a wave of force that comes from your warhammer, and even though it doesn't kill any of the additional creatures in the swarm, they are all pushed back 15 feet because they failed the saving throw. Some of the weird things that happen when mechanically they are one creature, but in the fiction there's lots of them. So the death of one, like the corpse splattered all the others, and they, skitter back along the ground.
So now I take the damage. No, it moved
No,
away.
because you pushed it away.
Oh, great.
And now Johan, your turn. And after
You're
Johan,
nice.
Sam and Siege.
You can hear Johan. Fuck! Johan trying to recalculate on his head is going to. Fuck! I'm going to walk back and fuck it, just reach out my pistol and fucking shoot the thing with a firebolt.
Which of the
Yes,
things?
The one that Mara hit.
Okay.
Do I have advantage?
Because you are invisible, yes. This will break your invisibility, but not Sam's.
Both, because it's the same concentration. Actually, can I ready my action to shoot a firebolt after Sam's turn?
Sure, yes. Normally, by the rules, readying the action would have you to cause concentration and break
Oh, no,
invisibility.
Actually,
but
yeah, no. Let's play by the rules. Let's play by
Okay.
the rules. Fuck it, I'm going to shoot the thing.
All right, go ahead and take it with advantage.
And 11 plus 8, 18.
Hits.
And this is 2d10. 2d10? 2d10. Okay, respectable. 16.
Ooh, well, very good. And as you see the fire burns, several of the hatchlings die, and you see scorch marks left from your fireball and the body of the adult flare again with pain, and you see the eyes sort of focus on you, but this swarm is more than half destroyed, and still hasn't had a
I need them together so I can kill them all at once.
Okay.
Sorry, a small thing. I think Sam maintains the invisibility because in the text says the spell ends for a target that attacks.
Yeah, and
Or
since you had
cast a
multiple
spell.
targets, yeah,
So
I
you
think
have
Sam
more
is still
than one
invisible.
target. Technically, you didn't break concentration. What you did, you ended the spell effect for the target.
Yeah. That's my reading as well.
Yeah, it's- I mean-
yeah.
Just
Up to you.
Yeah, that's how I'll roll it.
Okay. Anyway, Sam is going to come here and punch the thing.
Go for it. The first attack is with advantage.
Yeah, that's a natural 20.
yeah.
And this is just...
Force damage, I believe, so not halved.
No, bludgeoning.
Oh, okay.
And that's 9 plus 20, 24.
Very nice. With the additional damage that had been dealt to that swarm, you see as enough are bloodied that the punch just pulps several of the hatchlings and hits the main body of the Kruthic in the center, and that
Some
one's
attack
bloodied.
This one, by the way.
Yes,
One on the... And
That one wasn't
attack?
touched.
Yeah.
you are correct. That is not enough to bloody.
Yeah,
Still, natural 20 for flavor. Really
And-
hurt the one in the center as well.
Second attack, 17.
Go for it. That hits.
12 points of damage. And then Sam is going
Half to
down,
6.
stand back.
So you see as some of the hatchlings reach out and try and bite through Sam's heavy exterior, but they don't have pack tactics, and yeah, no damage whatsoever.
That's my turn.
Yes, you hear more scuttling in the darkness. Tunnels take slightly longer to traverse when they're twisting. Okay. Siege, your turn.
Okay.
After you, it'll be Lena.
Moving to the one up.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10. I am on melee,
Yes.
grabbing the axe.
Wonderful.
First attack. 19
Hits.
to handle it because I'm not use shield.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a D10 plus the D4 of fire.
Which is the important bit at this moment.
So
Nice.
it's 6, 10, 12 points. 12?
Yeah.
12 for
You,
rage.
you see, your axe cuts through several of the hatchlings, but it's the flames that do more damage as they burn even the ones that are just nearby that aren't directly impacted. Go ahead with your second strike.
Second strike. 12. Oh, hold on. Bless.
I believe you're blessed, and it could make a difference here. Yes.
16. Thank
That
you,
hits.
Mara. So it's 11 plus 4,
5.
15, 17 points of damage.
Whoa. How much of that is fire damage?
4
4.
again.
Ooh, okay. So, yeah, you swing your axe the second time, you cut through the Kruthic adult in the center completely, and there's like 2 hatchlings nearby that are like, they're turning and attacking you just because you're a big thing near them. If you end your turn there, you're going to take some damage.
No, I'm
But
going to move.
that swarm is mostly...
I'm going to move 5 feet back.
Alright, so they're going to try and claw at you aimlessly. Ooh, with a 19, I believe that just hits you.
Just hits.
But, yeah. And you take 11 reduced to 5 damage as these like 2 small vicious things latch onto your legs and start clawing and biting and hitting through, and their sharp claws are just enough to get in between the plates of your legs. And it most of the damage is as you move back and you're causing movement to rip against their limbs.
Question: if I summon the spear, I must summon on the hand, or as long as it's connected to me.
I think it has to be where you would carry a spear, so in your hand or like on your back.
Yeah, I wanted to bonus action summon the spear back and have it
Sure.
on a kip. I'm using the
Sure.
axe right now.
Yeah, you hear what sort of the reverse sound if chunks of ice could slide back onto a glacier, and suddenly there is a stone spear with drifting tiny flakes of ice drifting off. Okay, Lena.
By the way, I'm walking backwards to the. I never lose focus on the swarm.
Because there's only a couple that are like vicious and actively fighting you, but there's still unhatched eggs along the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
There.
Finish.
Lena, it's your
Alright.
turn.
So, this rock right here, is it like, does it look like it can be moved, or?
Sorry, which one are you pointing to?
This one.
It's pretty big. Maybe Sam or Siege? Could you think like actively move it?
Yeah, is it like considered large, or?
Yes. It's
Okay.
bigger than 5 feet.
Okay, cool. So, what Lena's gonna do, she's gonna move whatever is just necessary. I hate being in groups like this so that we are targets to that, but what I need to do. Lena's gonna pull out a bottle of ink, and she's going to dip her quill into it, and she's gonna start shooting ink into that rock as she uses her animating performance on that rock.
The entity that the rock becomes, how big is it? Is it large?
And it says you can target a large or smaller non-magical item that I can see within 30 feet of me.
Okay, so this is great. And so all of you see as this rock, like the ink, like pulls and like hand, like drawn arms, and it pushes itself off of the ground, and suddenly a pair of eyes appear, and the rock is now, standing and whirls around, and it is under your control, Lena.
So I'm going to point. It doesn't see me really, but I'm going to point and say, "Smash them all!" And I'm going to make. Can I make this guy slam this?
Yes.
This group. So the way that I want to do it, he has some flight, so I want him to hover a little bit and then drop down.
Sure. You're flashing back to a day ago when an excitable dwarf girl was telling you a book was dancing and then it smashed a goblin, and you're seeing this rock lift itself and then just sort of stop flapping its tiny drawn wings and slam into the ground.
All right. So that's gonna be my spell attack. Ooh, is that a nat 20?
I believe it is.
Is that a nat 20? I'm using the Larian dice.
Yep, it is.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay. So, shit. What do I do? Where's the gun? Stuff. Okay. So that's my action and bonus action. I'm not gonna use any. Actually, before I roll damage. Yeah. No. Let me do this first. I lost the thing. Where are you? Animating performance. So it hits. That's gonna be. What was the roll for damage with a natural 20? I forgot. Is it
Double the dice.
Double
Or,
dice.
Double
like,
dice.
Roll twice the dice.
Okay. So that's gonna be 4 plus I don't know what. Let me see. Clear all and 7. Oh, sorry. I doubled. Sorry.
That's
it
good,
should be
yeah.
the first one. I'm sorry.
No. Rolling
Fine.
2d10 is fine. And it's just 2d10 or
Is it
2d10 plus stuff?
It's plus a PB force damage, but I forgot what is PB.
your proficiency bonus, which is 3.
proficiency bonus, which is 3.
So that is 11 plus 3, 14 points of force damage. And you see multiple hatchlings get splatted. And one of the limbs of the adult Kruthik also, as those 14 points of force damage are enough to bloody the swarm.
What feature is this? Animating performance?
Animating
Correct.
performance. Yeah.
And this is the dancing items, right?
Yeah. This is a dancing item. Yeah.
Creates a large or smaller construct.
I'm going to send you something that is going to help you with this.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
That you can put your class level, and it's going to give you the numbers that you need.
cool.
Okay.
Well,
So after Lena's turn,
Wait, one more second, please.
Yeah.
Because I still have some movement.
Yes.
Is it still
and a bonus
like,
action, I believe.
No,
Yeah,
the bonus
it's still
action is me commanding.
the swarm is still alive, but
Okay.
bloodied.
Okay,
So-
so I'm going to make it. Actually, I'm going to make it fly a little bit. Actually, no, I'm going to make it roll, around here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna move. Actually, I'm going to go back a couple steps. That's it.
Sure. You see as some of the hatchlings jump up on the rock and try and attack it, and they just slide off the sharp, faceted edges and just fall back down on the ground aimlessly. And then, finally, it is the turn of the swarms that you guys can see. And this guy moves there.
Oh,
And these folks move there. And-
Is that swarm within 10 feet of?
I think
The
it
dude?
is.
Yes.
Yeah, when any creature starts its turn within 10, but did it
They
start?
didn't.
Or-
They. I think one of them started within 10 feet.
Okay, that decreases
both of
the
them
walking
started
speed
at
by 10 feet.
'cause-
Yeah. It won't affect them because they're not going far enough
Okay,
for that to matter. But good looking out. So Siege and Maravilla and the dancing rock, if it cared, suddenly you are all amongst these hatchlings as they're swarming around you. And this is bad news for Maravilla because they do have pack tactics. They just need another swarm to be a pack because that's how swarm creatures work. And the other one for the advantage. I think they both miss. Wonderful. Okay. And this one swinging at Siege also misses. And then one going at Sam. Wow. 17? Does 17 hit Sam? It just hit Sam. Wow. Don't worry. Sam regenerates. In fact, yeah. So you see, if it wasn't for the fact that these were temporary hit points, Sam would have regenerated that amount on his turn.
How much
Its turn.
damage?
Their turn. It was 10.
10?
So the 12 temporary hit points are now down to 2.
12? It wasn't 10?
12 from the inspiring speech.
Oh, it was 12.
Okay, and then that guy, and roll dice. Ooh, okay. And Gufren, you're on deck. As yep, you hear crunching earth behind you, rocks falling on the ground, and suddenly there is a sickening realization as the sound gets louder and louder and louder, and you realize the Hive Lord has been tunneling towards you this entire time, and the rock behind you erupts in a shower of dirt and stones.
Oh no.
As this really big guy erupts out from the earth, and it's going to use its first villain action, which is make an omelet. Yes. So Siege and Maravilla, I need you both to make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage.
See, a novel? A what?
Villain action.
Yes.
What was? So only for to know the.
Makes an omelette.
Yeah, the name of the action is make an omelet.
Break.
Because some eggs are going to crack.
No.
You like those?
16 saving throw?
Yes.
Maravilla loves omelettes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Hold on, because I have a nat 20.
Nice.
I have
So-
a advantage for dexterity save.
Yes.
Oh, my dice hate me today.
How much?
Or
No.
oh wait. Yes, 4.
4. Okay, well. It's all right. It's not so bad. So Siege and Maravilla, a bunch of these hatchlings jump on top of your armor, and they're not trying to bite or pierce. Like, they just get there, and then suddenly you see as the Hive Lord raises the small arms that they use for more fine manipulation, and the hatchlings like vibrate, and they splatter, and suddenly you feel as the goo is seeping under your armor, and you take... Maravilla takes 9 points of acid damage, and Siege takes 4.
9, okay.
Yeah, and make a concentration check for the bless.
I still have my temporary hit points.
Oh, a natural 20 and a 1. Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
okay.
So
My
the
bad.
good news is
What's with your dice, buddy? They're hitting
know.
too extreme today.
the good news is the swarm that was around Siege is now dead, as the couple of hatchlings that were part of that swarm exploded themselves onto Siege's body, and some of the swarm that was next to Maravilla also was reduced as these hatchlings exploded.
Good.
Oh, the dancing item also has to make the dexterity save.
Okay.
Okay, and Gufran, it is now your turn, as the Hive Lord has broken through the walls behind you on the tunnel.
Okay, I turned towards Lina and I said, I'm sorry, but this requires something else. And I turned towards the Hive Lord, and as I'm racing Lightbringer, Gufran says, I am the bearer of Lehava's light. I am its champion. Fight me, and if you don't do so, its light will blind you. And I'm going to cast Compel Duel on the Hive Lord.
Which save
And
is
then
that?
I'm gonna run toward. That is a wisdom saving throw.
All right, not great. And with a natural one, it doesn't matter.
16.
Yeah, it's like you are running towards it. You are a source of brightness in the dark, and this thing lives in the dark. It could not hate you more if it could understand you and you were insulting it.
Awesome. And as I approach it, I think I can reach it with a quick run towards it. And then I'm going to strike it twice. And I'm going to ask, do I get any idea of what type of creature is this? Like, if I'm going to probably try to smite it, but I
it's not infernal. It is monstrous. It's a monstrosity, is what it is.
Sure. Okay, so first attack.
Go for it.
Be good. That's 22 to hit.
That hits.
Whoa.
Cool. So that's 9 points of radiant damage, and I'm gonna smite this Hive Lord with my second level spell. So that's 3d8 more. So let me get those right away. So 1, 2, 3. Come on, be good. That's 13 more. So in total, it's 22 points of damage.
Nice.
For my first attack. And I go again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20 to hit.
Just hits. As you see, the much heavier. This thing it's bigger than a bear. This is significantly bigger than any of the other Kruthiks that you have seen, and more heavily armored as well.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit it with my attack, which is 14 points of radiant damage and another smite. Second level smite.
Ooh. Paladins, I love it.
Yep.
29.
We know.
29, yeah. 29 points of radiant damage.
That's the total or the smite?
Total. 14 for the sword and then 15 for the smite.
Yeah.
And that's Gufran's turn.
So
Chill.
you rush up to this massive creature that clearly has some measure of intelligence because it tunneled through more than 40 feet of rock to come at the back. And if Gufran hadn't been here, it would have been Lena, Johan, Keldav out here in the back. But you are here. You are in the right place at the right time. You bring Lightbringer, cut. Its limbs are longer than spears. They are towering above you, fully armored, and you can see how sharp they are. You slash at the first one, and you see as your searing sword cuts in, and you hear flesh popping from the heat within, but it doesn't seem bothered by your first strike. And you see as its all too intelligent head turns to regard you, and you swing upwards and cut at its massive head, despite being completely armored. The radiance bites in, it pushes back, and you hear as its jaws regard you now as a clear threat. Ooh.
Good.
That was very, very cool.
Thank you.
Now, it's nearing the... Well, hold on. That was enough damage that you might start seeing some of the... Yes, just 60 feet. Reaction. Yes. You see as it's going to use survival of the biggest. As you see the fluttering of its jaws, suddenly it begins to like make a drawing in motion. And Maravilla, you're like standing like trying to wipe the acid off you. And suddenly more of the hatchlings in front of you start dying. Like they start like shriveling up and falling to the ground. And the majority of the swarm in front of you disappears and is now bloodied. And you see like Gufran, there's a bluish energy like going into the maw of the Hive Lord, and it recovers the hit points that it dealt to the swarm.
Oh.
It's a Hive Lord. Its actions are about its hive. And Johan, you have a moment of like, right, infused with infernal essence. Of course, there's a hierarchy. That's how the hells work. There's always someone higher up on the chain. Yeah.
Try to keep that one more intact. I need it.
And
Fuck you.
so, take that how you will. I will tell you, the objective of this encounter is killing the Hive Lord. If you kill the Hive Lord, you've destroyed the hive. So there are a bunch more creatures here, but if you kill the Hive Lord, that's the end of the encounter. And that's Gufran. And now Keldav, it's your turn.
Realizing that they are smarter than they appear because of the Hive Lord, Keldav will plant his feet very steady on the actual floor, and the first strike will move Johnathan over there and go towards the Hive Lord. That is 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Gufran, as you were slicing through, you took acid damage as your blows landed. You took 8 points of acid damage that dripped onto you. So this is going to be important now, Keldav, as you deal damage to the Hive Lord.
23 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, I've been rolling really well with the sneak attacks.
So yeah, you see as your arrow bites in, and there's a gout of blue blood. Gufran, you take 6 points of acid damage, and you realize every time this creature gets hit, it's going to spray acid within 5 feet of it. So bad news.
Yeah.
I have a question, Diam. Would this be considered, because I was looking at Armor of Agathis, and it says that whenever you get hit by
Melee attack, right?
by melee
Yeah.
attack. These
are not attacks. It's just when the Hive Lord takes non-psychic damage, people take a D10 of acid damage around it.
no problem. Thank you.
I have a question regarding the. I forgot the name of the feature. I think it's steady aim.
Yeah.
Steady aim.
Steady aim.
Yeah.
You don't
so
have
the
to move or before or after.
yeah.
And I think you use your
Complete
bonus
mistake.
action for steady aim. You
Yeah.
use the bonus action, right?
Okay.
Correct.
Oh, I use my bonus action for
I
steady
think
aim.
To
so,
get
right?
steady aim. Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Steady
correct.
aim is a bonus action, and you must not move.
Yeah, I remember the move part. I forgot the bonus part.
Bonus action.
part. And so it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have the
Yes,
bless.
that you can't hide.
No, I'm gonna attack once again. I wanna try to hit this guy again.
Remember, you have bless.
Natural 20, but it's not good because I don't have.
Yeah, you don't get
don't
sneak
have-
attack.
I don't get
Yeah.
but I get a couple more extra dice for the bow.
Yes, the bow.
yeah.
You hear. I wish I had the sound effect. But you hear the piercing cry of a hawk as you let this arrow fly.
Come on. So, 8. Better than before. A plus 5. 24 points of damage.
Holy smokes! You land the second shot. I'm sorry, Gufran. You're going to take more damage.
I'm sorry, Kufra, as well.
Yeah, you take 5 more points of acid damage. And you see as the Kruthik rears back, and it had been focused on Gufran, this glowing source of light in front of it. Now it's got 2 arrows like jammed into its skull, very nearly all the way into its brain, and it's sort of looking around. And you notice it senses Johnathan. Like, it's looking around and it sees that thing flying around, and like, you think this would not be a safe target to send your hawk in again. Like, If it gets close, this thing is smart enough to like bite it out of the sky.
Okay.
Or out of the underground.
Ceiling?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, so now
absolutely
Maravilla. There's a couple of swarms in front of you. There are more eggs along the... Oh, wait, you're on initiative.
You
you're
didn't
on
say
initiative
how
20.
much damage I take, acid damage.
The last one was 5. So by this point, you've had 19 points of acid damage just from your 2 attacks and Keldav 2 attacks.
I'm sorry.
It's
Don't
okay.
worry. As I said in the chat, as Gufran is getting showered with acid, she turns to you and says to all of you, "I can take it. Keep on hitting it." I have already rolled 2 concentration checks. I'm gonna roll the third now for this damage.
Yeah. What did I call? View? Yeah, details page. Because I need to check the lair actions because the Hive Lord is in its hive. Yes. You see as once again you hear the rattling high-pitched noise. And 2 more swarms appear on the far side of the cave. Which of it? Over there. And over here.
Over where?
I don't see.
I don't see
Yeah,
anything.
They're in the
you
dark,
hear
probably.
more scuttling out in the darkness, forming
But do I
around.
hear it from?
Far to your right. Like, could be 70 feet, 80 feet.
No, it's too far.
Yeah,
I'm going to hit the one who is below me.
go for it. So I will say your spiritual weapon would be more effective because it's force damage. Same with not guided missile. What am I trying to say?
Guided
Good
bolt.
That
guidance.
is true.
Guiding bolt. That one.
Yeah, but I
Homing missile.
So, listening to our DM's tip, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Second level.
yeah.
Go on.
If you end your turn, you'll take 2 points of damage from being in the aura of the swarm.
Wait, if I cast Spiritual Weapon...
No.
Ah, okay, it's not
Yeah.
concentration. Okay, so I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And
Yay!
appears,
Let me go get the token.
What is the plan? We are focusing the Hive Lord?
Oops, wrong.
I'm going to attack the...
No, I'm asking the group in general.
me, I'm going to attack the swarm who is beside me, and you guys attack the hive.
Yeah, just so you know, Keldav is homing on the Hive Lord. 2 main reasons. 1, I don't want Gufran to be alone fighting that shit thing. And 2, I am absolutely ineffective against swarms. Like, I am
Yeah.
not good against swarms.
I can
So-
help reducing the swarm, but if I can
Yeah.
go to the
Yeah, I
Hive
wanted
Lord,
to.
Here's what you would know. Yeah, Hive Lord, high AC, high hit points, and it can regenerate from the swarms. Swarms, not as much hit points, not as much AC, but they take half damage from some things, and also, apparently, the Hive Lord can get more swarms from the eggs. So,
okay.
I tried to make it so that there wasn't an obvious choice, but you could go on for either one.
So I attack the one with the first. My spiritual weapon is going to attack or hit the one below me. It makes
for it.
24 to hit, and
Wonderful,
it makes
hits.
12 points of force damage.
Yeah. Already weakened by the Hive Lord's consumption, you smash through several of the hatchlings. You hit the main Kruthic adult in the center, sort of conks and is like blearily looking around. And I think you still have your action and your movement.
Yeah, I still have my action. So I attack the same one with a 16 to hit.
Hits.
And it's the...
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me the
I-
force damage separately.
Okay, it's first bludgeoning is 11 plus
Okay.
3 force.
Nice. You're batting, like your spiritual hammer comes in, kills most of them. You like knock off 4 of the remaining hatchlings. There's a couple left in front of you. That swarm is very nearly dead. In fact, I think I can make you guys, visible to everyone. That work? Can you guys see the health bar now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now you have an idea how much hit points those things have and will have left to see, like, is it better to try and kill this one or get that one to see, like, get the Hive Lords out.
So
Alright.
do I take damage now or?
Yeah, if you end your turn there, you'll take 2 points of damage.
Yes, because if I move, I take how much?
2.
Okay, and I'm going to make my concentration check. I pass.
Yay!
And,
Or Forecaster, so good.
sorry, how much? 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you might still have temporary hit points. I don't know.
Yeah, I have. That's it.
Yep. Johan, it is your turn.
And you can see Johan loading his gauntlet with some kind of liquid. It's like, oh fuck, they're still there. Okay, whatever. I'm going to focus on the Hive Lord, and I'm going to just put my hand in the back, throw out the skeleton reinforced with metal and other shit. Okay, time to work. And I'm going to use a summon on that.
Which one are you calling?
The Skelly Boy.
Alright. This guy.
And I'm using it.
They have names?
No, it's the same guy.
It's just, yeah. It's sort of how there's solid, liquid, and gas. It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
It's always the same guy, but
yeah. He has no choice.
once again,
I'm
summon
looking
me
for
again.
a new one.
Okay,
Yeah.
where are you? Well, I think now you should be able to have control, so you place him where you want.
Yeah, and then to walk in this place,
Mhm.
can I? No, not
Sorry.
just this. Yeah, me. This is difficult terrain, double movement.
No, that one is not.
Okay, I'm going to just walk right
Yeah,
here.
you are getting close to the eggs. Like, the eggs are, like, there along the wall on the pillar.
Okay, no, and then I'm going to come here.
Mhm.
Here, actually. Okay, guys! Hive Lord, try to not damage the body. I have to do stuff later. Okay, now it's the time. Skelly Boy, va a atacar al Hive Lord.
Go for it.
Oh, fuck. Spanish. Sorry.
Atacar! Atacar!
you're picking up the halfling, eh?
So that's a 9 plus 8. That's 17.
17 does not hit.
Okay. Now another attack. That's 18 plus 8. As you can see, the Skelly Boy raise his staff. And
So,
shoot out
sorry, how much was the second one?
18 plus 8.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So yeah, 2d4, that's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 5 plus 3, that's 8, plus 4, that's 12, plus fucking I am a wizard, necromancer, that do shit. Plus 3, that's 15
Nice.
of necrotic damage.
I believe that bloodies the Hive Lord as that blast of necrosis. Suddenly there's a gout of acid blood that spurts out of its mouth and covers Gufran for the maximum damage on the D10, so you take 10 more points of acid damage, Gufran, I'm sorry.
It's
okay, keep it
what I
going.
said, and it's going to try to reach it, but it can't.
Well, that's all right because it's going to try to reach you. As at the end of your turn, it uses its second villain action, Chunnel Tube, and it's going to start digging, and it moves 40 feet, burrowing.
At the end of the Skelly's turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to wait whatever it's trying to do.
Yep. And you see, Gufran, it creates a hole in front of you, and you feel it rumbling through the earth below you. Lena, Johan, Keldav, it burrows through all around behind you and pops back out the shelf of rock where you're standing. And let me see if I... Yeah.
And does some attacks.
Wait, but
No, it
with
just
compel
moves.
duel, doesn't he have disadvantage to attack?
So
he
far
hasn't
has not
attacked.
attacked.
Okay, so
So it just moves.
Anyway, the compelled duel, I think, ends because a friendly creature damaged the target or cast a harmful spell.
Well, still.
okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean,
It's all right.
Good to know.
You guys did a ton of damage. Like, it has not had a turn again, and it's bloody. It went like, surprise! Ow! Ah, stop! Ow! Ow!
Stop! Stop!
Don't do this, please.
Levioso.
As the High Lord is rearing its ugly head behind me, Sam heard what he said.
Yep.
Going to come here, double movement, and punch the thing. 2 attacks. That's an 8 plus 7. I don't think.
Does not hit. You see heavy armored plates.
Yeah. And
Quickly block
second
it.
attack. That's 15 plus 7. That hits.
That does hit. And now both Sam and Keldav take some damage, I'm afraid.
That's
good.
14 damage
Ooh.
for Sam. And then I remember that Ari is here, so I have to use him.
Mm-hmm.
Ari is going to attack. Sorry, guys. That's a 16 plus.
Hits.
These are D4 4 force damage. As Ari comes, open its mouth and say meow. And then it's going to fly.
Sorry, how much force damage was that?
4.
4. All right. Well, that one may not have been as worth it because that was another 8 points of acid damage. So Keldav and Sam have both taken 11 acid damage total since the Hive Lord showed up.
Did you record different type of meow, like emotional meows?
It's exactly the same one.
It's
Okay,
just
like-
one meow.
Which is pretty much what cats do anyway, so don't worry about it.
So after Sam, it's Siege and then Lena on deck.
Okay. Some attack just now?
Yes.
Okay. Moving down. Because I wanted to get there, but I have Sam blocking my space. So I'm not going to attack the High Lord. I'm going to move next to the spiritual weapon, and I'll be able to be melee here.
Yes.
Okay. Moving there, 15 feet. There. Hammer. Battle axe, sorry.
Yes. Go for it.
Let me roll the 4. I'm still blessed, right?
Yes. Maravilla has maintained concentration.
Yes,
Nice.
and you are out of focus, Daniel.
16.
Oh, no.
Camera.
Yeah.
Really?
You look blurry.
The cameras moved on my part, on my end.
Yes, Jose.
It's okay. I'll just
Okay.
16 to hit.
The swarm hits.
Okay. Going.
Yep.
So it's plus the d4. So 11 plus 3 for fire, 14
Right.
plus 2 for
Just
rage.
has
Your rage.
6.
Yeah.
Fine.
So you destroy the swarm, and this time you're like, turn your axe sideways so that the flames are covering a wider area, and you're like fanning at the. This is like. And they catch fire, and the swarm is no more,
Keeping running.
which is good. Yeah. Okay, keep running.
You want
one more.
to say something?
Yes, it'll happen at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Keep going.
Keep it running. Use 15 feet, so 20, 25. Hit that one.
Go for it.
Second attack. Get confused with two mouses. It's not this screen, it's this one.
Bless.
Thank
Remember.
you.
Doesn't need
25.
it.
Oh, great.
Like aquí tenés 3.
Ha ha ha. So
I think that we
it's-
don't need any more bless.
Well, against the Hive Lord, it might be useful. Against the
Oh,
swarms,
by the way, I used it for one of the attacks.
Ah, okay.
So 6, 8 for normal
Bludgeoning?
damage. And
slashing,
three,
yeah.
and 3 for fire.
Wonderful. You're being more careful this time, trying to get as much of the flame, and you actually have been rolling pretty well on that flame damage, and getting more of the hatchlings out of the way of the swarm. Which I believe that's the end of your turn. You take 2 points of damage from ending close to the swarm.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe
I
you
think
still have temporary hit
some
points.
Still have to take some damage from that.
Yeah, I at least in the token, I've applied the acid damage and the 2 damage. So currently at a whopping 140 out of 150 hit points.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Sam is currently built for one thing, and that's staying alive.
Okay. Technically, I was going to use the bonus action for the 3 temporary hit points.
Go for it.
It won't affect me because the damage is after.
Mhm.
But I think
Sam gets
Sam
the
gets-
temporary hit
yeah.
point. All right. So, between Siege and Lena's turn,
wait. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
What is that?
that is the scaly guy that shoots necrotic bolts.
The summon of
Johan, correct.
It gets the 3 temporary hit points too.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have vocal cords.
It's just, yeah, spectral energy pushing air through. So after Siege's turn, you hear skittering in the tunnel that was carved, the first one, through the rock to get it where you guys were. And Gufran, you see as a hatchling swarm gets all the way under you, but it used its action to dash, so it's right there. Lena, it's your turn.
Okay, so since it's right next to Keldav, actually, no, it doesn't really matter. I don't get to kill this thing. So I'm going to hear Gufran what she said, and I'm gonna turn to the Hive Lord and say, actually, I lost the quote. Don't worry, dear. It is too fat for my canvas, and I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on it.
Okay. What save is that?
It's Wisdom 16. Guys, I have a dog. Daniel, you know,
6.
I have a document, and one page is just Vicious Mockery, Vicious Mockery,
Wonderful.
Vicious Mockery.
Failed. Go ahead and roll the damage.
That's 2d4. This is gonna be 5. 5 damage, and
So, very specifically, because it's psychic damage, there is no gout of acid blood that damages your allies.
and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll if it before the end of its next turn.
Mhm.
And I'm going to command with my bonus action. I'm going to command Dwayne to fly up and do an elbow drop on this swarm here.
Fuck you.
Wonderful.
Fuck you.
Great name. I applaud this.
Yeah, this thanks to this is Jose's idea, by the way. I have no involvement in this.
Great.
But from now on, if you send me names
have a rock.
if you send me names via Telegram, I'll put them on. Yeah.
Wonderful. What a dangerous precedent. I love it.
So attack, that's gonna be 24. To hit
Hits, go ahead and roll the damage.
Swarm. I forgot where it is.
I think you'd need a crit to kill it, but still good.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna do 16 damage. So that's gonna be terrible. 5 damage.
Yes. Noticeable, but not a lot. A couple of hatchlings get squished. Most of the others got out of the way as they saw the rock coming.
And with my movement, you said that there are eggs here. Could I see them from here?
Yeah, there's I'll show you guys the handout again. There's eggs on almost every vertical surface, particularly the ones that were worked stone. So where there are remnants of pillars, yeah, there's still...
Okay, fantastic. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna use all my movement to get as close to that thing as possible. So I'm gonna go over there, and that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move in the meantime. So, okay.
So after you, we get some more swarms, the ones that were spawned on initiative count 20. This guy moves through. Getting closer. This one. Yeah. All the way there. As swarms come crawling out of the darkness.
There's one left, right? Just double checking.
Yes. And you hear still a bit of skittering. Actually, Gufran would hear skittering in the tunnel. The first one that the Hive Lord did to try and sneak up on you.
But if we kill the Hive Lord, everything goes away?
The encounter ends, yeah. The nest is destroyed and... yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gufran says, more are coming! Let's get rid of the Lord!
Understood.
Is it? And now... Ooh, okay. And keep going. I believe these guys are all... Yeah, these guys...
Adil is having a mini game. Ooh!
Yes.
Up the ladder!
And then this guy starts climbing and gets close to Dwayne. Because these are... I mean, if you've played Chutes and Ladders, or Snakes and Ladders as it's called in some places, it's not that far from what I'm simulating over there.
I was thinking about that, that's why I said it.
Yeah. So these guys have 50 feet, so I believe this one still has enough to hit Dwayne, but these do not. So this guy, well, there's nobody in range, so... Yeah, it's still going to try and get close to Maravilla because they also have a bit of an damaging aura. And this guy moves 50 there, and then this one is running towards you, Lena, but they use their action there. So only this one youngling gets an attack, but they get 2 attacks at a time, so come on, hit that rock. Yes, very good. See, these guys aren't that weak, they've just been unlucky. So Dwayne takes 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh no, he can take it.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
And that, and that. And now it is finally the Hive Lord's turn, as it's been oozing blood all over the place. It snarls in pain. And you see, as this time, it sort of compresses itself, and you see the plates around the back of its abdomen compress, and a spray of blood. And you realize this is very acidic blood. Comes all over you. 15 feet cone. Come on, roll 20. You have new... Where is the log width to height? The specific 5e thingy. 15.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, but actually, yeah. Where's it? 15. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
I
super
don't
useful.
think it can hit. So it's going to hit Keldav, Johan, and Sam. Not. Well, Ari did hit it. But Sam hit it for more. So that's who it's going to hit. I need Constitution saving throws from Keldav, Johan, and Sam.
Please.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
which
that's
could be very useful.
Yeah,
Because this is bad stuff. Bad stuff.
Can you focus on
Why I
Ari
roll
instead
on
of
this?
Sam, please?
Is that Jose asking or Siege? Because that would be very interesting if it was Siege.
Both? No.
Keldav, did you succeed and therefore with evasion take no damage?
I don't have evasion.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a Constitution saving throw. Because...
Evasion.
because
No, and,
It's-
and yeah, and I don't have
Yeah.
evasion.
Okay.
Next,
Not yet.
Yeah.
I think it's the next
Yeah.
level.
I think it's 9, but yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe you're right. But yeah, it's 9 because it's it's a 20.
Oh, that's
I
good.
don't know why I roll through D&D Beyond, but I roll a natural 1, so yeah. I'm not doing that again.
Johan,
got
you
10.
take 19 points of
No, I'm not.
acid damage.
I'm going to use absorb elements. Don't make me laugh. And I'm going to cast a barrier with my gauntlet, and yeah, I'm going to reduce that damage by half. And Sam is 60 feet of me, so half of that.
Again, okay. So how much did Sam get on the Constitution save? Sam has pretty beefy Constitution, or
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
steely Constitution. That makes more sense.
Let me.
Woody?
No,
Still a.
I mean,
That's-
there's
Yeah.
wood there.
It's
There-
got balls of steel.
Sam has significantly less wood than Siege.
Whoa!
Okay, I didn't want to know that.
Yep.
No.
17. 17.
17.
I am
That
so
succeeds.
sorry.
Wow. So this is interesting. So Sam would have taken 10 points of acid damage just from itself, has 3 temporary hit points. So of the 140 hit points that it had, it takes 7. Then you halved the 19 to 10, and of those 10, half of those goes to Sam. So Sam takes another 5. Okay.
So how much do I take?
You take
I'm confused.
10 points of acid damage because you
Okay,
succeeded.
thank you.
And there's a moment as most of you, through magic or skill or sheer stubbornness, manage to avoid the worst of this acid as it starts stinging and you feel it, your skin start to burn. And you hear suddenly the noise from the swarms change as it went from anger to hunger. And Johan, there's a moment where you're like, that's so annoying. Why are they looking at us like that? Oh, you know how some adult creatures pre-digest the food to then feed the babies?
Yeah.
You are currently being pre-digested.
Yes. How much damage did I take? 5?
You only took 5, but here's the thing. Creatures covered in the acid take double damage from Kruthic melee attacks until the beginning of the Hive Lord's next turn.
Alright.
Fuck me.
Oh no.
I'm fine. I don't know about you, Keldav.
I'm decent. I'm afraid.
And does the Hive Lord now want to move? Yeah, it's not so afraid of Keldav.
Wow.
You would get sneak attack. Is it smart? Let's make an intelligence check. It's pretty smart. Like, it looks at you and it sees the bow that you're carrying, but like, it's pretty sure you have other tricks, so it's just gonna sort of stay in front of you, looking at you. And is it going to wait? Yes, it is going to wait. Alright. Gufran, it is your turn. And after that, we reset back to the beginning of the round with Keldav.
Is the Hive Lord in the same place that it was the whole turn?
Yeah, next to Keldav.
Yeah, the last one.
I just send a picture right now.
Thank
the
you.
last, it's the same. It's the same
Okay,
one that the last
so
time we
I think I want to ask you a question on DM. If I disregard the swarm and I offer them an attack opportunity, can I run towards the Hive Lord and get there and hit it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I do it. Gufran starts running and says,
35 feet.
"Come back
No.
to coward!
No,
Don't
Make
give
an
me your
athletics
back."
check. Make an athletics check, and I'll give you advantage
Yeah.
because it's cool.
How much is your speed, Gufran?
30.
30.
Yeah,
That's
but she's
why-
out
that's why
at
Rohit-
35.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 16.
So you launch yourself over the hole that the Hive Lord dug in front of you, up onto the platform, and you throw yourself, and you manage to just get there. I'm going to give the swarm advantage on the attack against you. Still at +4. Pretty decent chance to miss. Yep. 13 and yep. Yeah. So these clawing, biting creatures try and catch you, but your convictions are too strong, and you manage to get in front of the Hive Lord.
Okay. Before I get to the Hive Lord, I say, "Let me on strength," and I'm going to cast Divine Favor on
Sure.
myself. So now my attacks have an extra D4 of damage. And let's go! I'm gonna attack this creature.
Fish for the
So,
20. Fish for
That
the
was a
20.
25 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah. And this is 9 points of damage, and I'm gonna spend my last second level spell slot on the smite.
it.
So it's basically 3d8 plus 1d4 for the divine favor, and that's another 17 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice.
26
You
in
see-
total.
Yeah. So let me roll the acid damage because that was one attack.
Sure.
And after that attack, you see as it rears back, once again, it uses survival of the biggest as it obtained its reaction. And you see the hatchling swarm is punished for having failed to stop you, and it begins to wither and die behind you.
And my second attack. So
Wait, that was 10 acid to Gufran and me, right?
Yes, and Sam.
sorry.
Okay.
So it's 10. Let me
No,
mark
all
it's
good, all
10.
good, all good.
And I'm
still
going to make
hanging
my
there.
saving throw for maintain concentration on divine favor. I passed. Yes. And now I rolled 15 to hit. Does that hit?
It does not. I believe you are still blessed.
I have blessed. Yeah, I'm still blessed.
Now,
Come on,
Maravilla.
bless.
You said already that she didn't hit. I had
But-
to say it before.
No, you know what it is. Like, you have your reaction, you can use it if you want.
But
I mean,
I have 19 with the
With the bless.
bless.
19 hits.
No. Do it, Mara. Go.
okay, I say, yes, you do. You hit because I give you +10.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Whoa.
Thank you,
You see,
Mara.
as an even more spectral version of Maravilla's hammer joins your sword and pushes through, and you manage to bring into
Okay,
contact.
now I spend my last first level spell slot for my last night and extra d4. So that was 14 damage from the sword and 7 more from the smite.
So 21.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So
wow, wow.
I-19 doesn't hit the Hive Lord?
No, it's
and an
20.
additional d6 for the force damage of the guided strike from a war deity. So add an additional d6.
So that's another 4.
Great. As you're seeing, yeah, you took another 4 points of acid damage as you are very much in this one creature, fighting hundreds of smaller creatures and dozens of large predators, and it is drawing all the strength that it can from the hive, and you are still dealing more damage than it can regenerate, which is very cool. And if it couldn't regenerate, it would be dead.
And I'm out of spells.
Yep,
But
Keldav.
I have my divine favor. And
So
that's my-
four more damage.
Correct. It's bloodied. Like, it's recovered over 100 hit points out of the swarms, and it is bloodied.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way about it. I need to attack this guy now. So I'm gonna. You see Keldav, putting the bow back on the throws his bow back to the
Over the shoulder?
back over the shoulder to the back and just grabs Iron Gore blade. And a blue hue comes about it, overpowered by the light of Gufran's blade. And I'm gonna try to just stuck the blade in the face of the Hive Lord.
Do it.
Oh yeah, I was a natural 17 plus 8. Plus 8.
Hits.
So that's a 20 something. Yeah, 25. Ooh, I'm nervous. So that'd be sneak attack plus. And that was without the bless, by the way.
Mhm.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, it's the same time, the same as before. So that's 23. And
Okay.
as I'm jamming this blade in the face, I'll use my reaction to bonus action. Not to bonus. I use my bonus action to
Misty. Yeah.
Misty Step away from this
Very good.
motherfucker. I imagine I get it.
Yeah, you still take the acid because
Yep.
literally it's spurting from where you stabbed. This time
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not coming from the mouth, or it's like you are starting to pierce through the heavy plates of its body, as you see as some of its limbs start collapsing just because it's losing the pressure of its fluids. I'm glad this is. I mean, you guys are. This is way overpowered, and you guys are still really messing it up.
Yep.
But you take another 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
That's 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I am gonna move with Mrs. Step over here.
Wow, Sam is actually starting to take enough damage that its regeneration would take a bit to get it back up.
How are you, Keldav?
No, I'm over half, but
Ah, okay.
But again, my half is 29 points.
Yeah.
So I'm good, but a couple hits and I'm fucked.
Okay, so I'm asking for future.
Yeah, I know. Not just now. I'm not asking. Like, you see Keldav still fighting, but a bit.
You scream for Mara.
When you get under half, let me know because I have something, as well.
Okay, all good. Thanks.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's the end of Keldav. Now it's Maravilla. And after that,
Maravilla for
Johan is-
the first time because I was checking a rule from Jump and I have like these boots.
Ooh,
Yep.
the
So-
boots!
Stringing and spriting.
So with a page that I got, if I run 10 feet and I can jump up to 51 feet.
But
So
you can-
I
you can
would
use
be
your
able.
movement.
So you see
Yeah.
like Mara like in slow motion as he jumps over everyone. In theory, you have to tell me, DM, if I manage to land like here or here, because it's like
Yes.
It's a
So
long
here's
jump.
what I'll say.
it's like an arc.
Yes. You still need to have the movement available to get that far.
It's 10
So-
feet. Okay.
So if you use your action to dash, your boots allow you to jump that far on this turn.
So I spend everything. Boo.
Well, you'd have your bonus action still. What we can say, just because it's cool, is you can start the jump now and be in midair during your turn, and then you will get there by your next turn.
So I
You have a
lose-
guiding bolt too.
Yeah, I got involved, but I was looking for cool. But okay.
Yeah, go for the cool then.
Like,
Go for the cool.
But move so you can do the cool thing next turn.
but can I guide him bolt? No, I can't guide him bolt. I can't do it. How high? I lose my attack now? How do we do it?
No, if you want to use your action now, you get there
Yeah.
already. If you want to jump and guiding bolt in the air and be sort of stuck in the air for 6 seconds,
Okay, I'm going
you
to
can
do
go
that.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
You see this like ignored Kruthik young
So cool.
is like behind you and tries to slash away at you as you take a jump. Go
Okay,
ahead and make
so
your attack
my-
for guiding bolt.
okay, I'm going there. I'm going to cast it 4 level.
Whoa. Okay, this could be interesting.
Maybe this is the end of the fight.
So it's I already rolled. So
A ranged spell attack.
it's a +7, 20 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh, thank God. So it's wait, it's a 7d6. I'm going to use roll 10.
So
It's too many.
all of you take 3 points of acid blood. All of you, I mean Gufran and Sam.
How much was it?
I'm going to.
7d6. You said.
22 points of damage.
Oh fuck!
Radiant damage.
Why did you did that to my boy?
By accident. 22. Okay.
Yeah.
You see this. Well, you tell me what it looks like. If you want to.
I mean, you see Mara like slow motion. She started jumping, and while she's jumping, she's like, I mean, like with her warhammer that she points towards the Hive Lord, and a ray of magic comes from radiant damage comes. And
Yeah.
I imagine a small image of the grandmother with the spoon on the hand just emerged from the hammer and just
Keldav can see that if he wants, and he's like,
Yeah,
whoa,
no.
what's
It's
that
what
acid
I'm-
doing to me? It's a different kind of acid.
yeah.
The rest of you hear like a hammer striking metal on an anvil. It resounds as the Hive Lord is pushed back up against the wall. Another hit like that would kill it. And now it's giving advantage.
yeah, advantage for the next attack.
Yeah, and Maravilla
So,
is 30
I'm going
feet.
to move myself to be mid-air, like
Yeah.
I don't know, there right now.
Whoop.
And I
Sorry.
and I still have my bonus action, so my
Yep.
hammer is going to move 20 feet. Oh, sorry, this second. Well, it's going to move to this thingy, and I'm going to
Yeah, you tried to,
yeah.
claw at
and
us.
try to
Take
strike
this.
that. And I'm
Whack.
going to, oh, and 1.
That's all right. It jumped to try and hit you as you jumped, and your hammer came down and smashed one of the corpses on the ground next to it. So, after Maravilla's turn on initiative 20, lair action, it can't summon any more swarms. It's going to move half of its previous amount, so it moves 20 feet through the earth without provoking attacks of opportunity. And it pops up on the other side, behind Johan and Sam. And that's its lair action. And Johan, it is now your turn, as the Hive Lord was a little far away, and now it's right next to you.
Rather insistent, and you can see that Johan grabs his cane and draws a line on the air, and a dark mist appears and makes a portal, and I'm going to do Misty Step and get the hell out of here.
Sure. Smart.
Oh, that's a really cool description. Love that. Yeah.
And enters the portal, and the portal spawns right beside you, Lina, and Johan steps out, smash the cane on the ground, and 3 daggers of lightning forms in his hand, and I'm going to throw it to the Hive Lord. So yeah, I'm going to use the 2 charges from the cane.
Sure.
3 attacks, 1 with advantage. That's pretty good. And it's 19 plus a lot.
Yeah, hits.
So this is 2d6 playing damage. That's really shitty damage. 4 damage.
Ooh, yeah. Sam takes, and Ari technically takes some acid.
No! Ari, my boy!
8 points of acid damage. That's not good for Ari.
No! Ari, my
That's for
boy!
Gufran as well.
No.
No.
The Hive Lord is moved and is further away from Gufran.
Oh, fuck.
So you see what happens after the first dagger. Do you continue throwing daggers? There are other targets available.
2.0. Let's go. I'm gonna. Okay, 15 plus 8.
Hits.
That's a lot better. 11.
Yeah. You see gouts of blood. Another. I think that's probably. Oh, Ari's still alive with 2 acid damage. Will Sam go down into the double digits? All right. Final shock dagger.
No, I don't want to.
You don't have to. You can choose each dagger.
I'm looking at Ari.
Also,
I'm throwing the dagger. It's like I can't.
you used your action to command Ari.
Yeah, disengage. Get the hell out of there. It's going to fly.
Yep. You see, as there are holes in its wing from the acid, like one of the legs is sort of dangling, and sort of trying to bring itself back up.
That's good, because I don't think that Siege will care about Ari.
So final dagger.
No, I had to finish my turn
Yeah.
to retreat dagger. So final dagger, just splash against a rock. And Sam attacks.
Wait,
That's
at the
how-
end of your turn, you see as the Hive Lord dripping acid everywhere is going to use its final villain action called Did I Get Some On You? I need everybody within 20 feet of it, which I think is most people,
Uh-oh.
to make a DC Dexterity saving throw. So everybody except Dwayne. Yep. Everybody except Dwayne. I'm so sorry, Maravilla. Because you jumped your really cool fashion in the air, you are now close enough to have to make this Dexterity 16 saving throw.
I think
As-
Sam and Ari get my benefit from my aura.
Ari no
10
longer, because it's actually does, very important, does Ari...
I don't pass it.
So here's what we're going to do, unfortunately. I'm going to give it a 20-foot aura. Yeah, Ari... Ari can fly higher. So, yeah, I'll say Ari also flew up away, because this thing can move around. So Ari's up high in the sky at the roof of this cave.
Smart boy.
Dex saving throw?
Yeah, Dexterity saving throw, 16.
Both Sam
Some of
and
you are
me-
still blessed.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah, the bless. I forgot.
fucking. How big is your bardic inspiration, Lena?
It's 1d something, obviously.
2D maybe.
1d8.
8.
1d8 and you get a little
what was
extra.
the DC?
16.
I missed by 1.
No,
With the
with the
bless, a
bless?
15.
No,
Yes. I rolled like shit.
Even
I
the
don't
bardic
pass it either.
inspiration, Sam fails and me too.
I pass.
I have a plus. I have a
Gufran
plus 8.
passes. Yeah.
Great. So here comes the damage.
Here comes the...
Oh no. Well, as the designer of this creature, I am very glad that it rolled so well. As someone who likes to see you succeed, I'm sorry. Keldav, you're going like,
Absolutely down.
I'm
yeah.
getting digested. I'm off. as 34 points of acid damage.
Yes.
There's just an explosion of blue goo that covers just about everybody. Oh, even no, Dwayne is Dwayne? Come on, Dwayne. Yeah. No, I'm gonna say no. There's not enough of Dwayne getting covered to get gooed. So
what
anyone
kind
who
of damage is this?
34, it's acid damage. So if you have a reaction,
Absorb elements.
sure. So yeah, Johan is going to have
And
a
if
pretty
you passed, it's
decent
half?
day. Yes, passing is halved, so 17.
17.
17.
I have a
okay.
question. As a wordcaster, I can cast a spell as a reaction, but
It's instead of an opportunity attack. So when you
Yeah,
would
but-
get an opportunity attack, you can cast
okay.
it.
So it's not okay.
Yeah.
34, that's 17, and 17 half.
8.
I receive
Wait, that's not right.
8 damage. Oh no! My hit points! They took
Oh,
damage!
that's true.
While
It
Keldav is
finally
on the
through
floor.
Yeah, Keldav is on the ground getting dissolved by acid, and Johan is like, ow, owie, ow.
Owie is right.
By the way, my skinny boy, I think he's fucking dead.
I mean,
I have to roll, but
yeah, roll. He has 3 temporary hit points from siege. If he succeeds, he survives. If not, he dies by 1.
So you're down, Keldav. Oh fuck.
Keldav is unconscious.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't a
How-
20 and then went to an 8.
Whose turn is next?
No, wait. How level are we?
7.
What level?
7.
Yeah, we're
7.
7.
It's alive! Because I'm a necromancer! Hit points maximum increase and by an amount equal to my wizard level.
Incredible. So all these 30s should be 37. Incredible. It is alive with 6 hit points. Well, it is undead with 6 hit points.
It still stands.
Yes.
Good job, Johnathan. Your work is not finished.
I imagine
this
he
guy's
always
dead.
says different names.
No, it's the same. It's the same guy.
Okay, so who else is really bad?
Gufran, I'm guessing. Even though I think you succeeded on the
Yeah.
save, it's still
I'm at
17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over,
17 already.
over half.
Yeah, I'm way over half too. I haven't taken any damage at all.
I feel like only the Hive Lord did damage to you guys. Like I had a bunch of swarms that I was figuring that'll like it'll chip away, but no, it was basically the acid blood. The acid blood
Yeah.
is what. By the way, the Hive Lord is still alive, if in single digits. And now it is Sam's turn.
I'm reducing Sam's health.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's also impressive. Like
Johan, did you use the Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, and
What's your roll?
saving throw.
That it was a 5 and I roll a 7.
Okay, but
And
but
I
5
have
of
a
the
-1.
yeah, but on the Bardic Inspiration die.
Well, 7.
A 7.
7. Okay, so you get 7, 12 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam gets them.
Yeah. As the what does it look like? As the drawing of Sam.
It looks like tiny bandages, like band-aids on Sam's burns. That's it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, so that's the paper. The paper, and begins covering Sam's body and turns into band-aid. Yeah.
Okay. At the beginning
This is
of
interesting.
Sam's turn, it's going to regain 10 hit points. I'm going to punch the shit out of the High Lord.
Mhm.
17 plus 7.
Hits.
Hit. Ooh, that's pretty good. 11 damage.
It's dead, and it deals its final bit of acid damage. 8 points of acid damage to Sam. How does Sam want to do this?
How does Sam want
Okay.
to do this? I said that preserve the body.
Yeah. So Sam looks at itself covered in acid, and then tiny bandages covered, and goes, "This is interesting." And then it turns towards the Hive Lord. You are not. and squishes the skull.
Like it.
I love that this
And
party's
Love
so
it.
sassy.
All the
the
attitude,
massive
yeah.
creature sort of totters and collapses, and you see a puddle of clear blue, like lighter blue than the acid that's been hitting all of you, begin to spread, and you see as the hatchlings begin to start to escape, and they're like, barely moving, and some of them just stop and sort of lie down on the ground, and it's so. Tell me what happens in the next few seconds as you presumably deal with Keldav and mop up the half dozen remaining Kruthiks and couple of adults that were still around.
Gufran runs to the center of the room and then invokes Let Have Us Help, and I'm gonna use my channel divinity, and everybody who is below half HP, I'm going to give them they're gonna recover 7 points. No, 7 or let me check. It's actually yeah, 7.7 hit points.
Even some?
Yep. Even you're scaly. Like
No, Johnathan doesn't.
even
deserve-
Johnathan, yeah.
Jonathan's going to.
If you wanted to.
So Mara was going to fall near. Her plan was to fall here near the high floor.
Yeah, she's still in the way, right?
Oh fuck! He's dead.
Fucking projectile. I don't know, 1 meter tall, pure metal.
So close.
So she falls there like fuck. I miss it. So I ran to Keldav and give him a cure wounds. What do I have? Oh, I have bad little
Don't.
spells.
By that time, Keldav would be conscious, I imagine. And he
Yeah.
says, just a bit. Don't worry. I
Well-
just need to be.
I'm going to use a first level because I think that
Yeah.
we are going to have another fight. So I'm going to.
Yeah. I'm basically saying. Shit.
I
8
think
points
this
of
is it.
healing damage.
Okay.
Keldav, make an intelligence insight check. So if you're
Okay.
proficient in insight,
I
you
think
can
so.
do it with intelligence.
Give me 1 second. So, yeah, I am proficient. So it would be what would be an insight? What? No, impossible. No, I have expertise with insight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
You can add that. We said proficiency.
No, go ahead and
So just a double. Just a question. It's
double proficiency bonus.
Double
Double
proficiency.
proficiency. Okay, yeah.
So plus 6.
So plus 6 plus
Make
5,
an intelligence check plus
So plus
11.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Don't fuck me. Do I still have the bless?
I
know, is that-
think
that-
It doesn't add to ability
That's
checks.
saving throw. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I can give you. So before you do that,
Verdict.
I see what you're trying to do. Like you're trying to figure out what's going on. I'm gonna sketch you really quickly. Throw it at you, Bardic Inspiration.
What's a sketch? No,
Yeah. I'll put it. Actually, Daniel, you have it. so-
Ta-da!
We haven't seen it.
Chibi
No.
Keldav.
No.
I'm slowly
I haven't
revealing
seen
all
him.
of them because you know.
Where? Here it is.
I like this one. Look at this motherfucker. Look at his face. Look at his eyebrows.
Badass.
He's thinking something. He's planning something.
Okay, someone else sent it in the Telegram.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
see you scheming.
Okay. Oh, that's very good. So, 18 plus 11.
Yeah.
29.
Actually,
29. There's a moment where, like, you were trying to figure out what the Hive Lord was doing. You were playing, like, basically a strategy game against a single opponent. But in that moment, like, that under 10 roll that you got in the middle of the fight, you had forgotten that both of you were more concerned with a greater threat.
Yes.
And the Hive Lord, its first tunnel was horizontal.
Yes.
Its final ones, when it was very bloodied, were not. It was just trying to get away from you. It dug down. It dug down. It was not caring about stealth. It was just trying to stay alive. You realize that the worm noticed. Like, you don't know how much time you have, but it's coming here.
I knew it. I knew
Okay.
it.
I
How long did it
stands
take
up
us?
and says, all go now. No questions, no nothing. Let's go. And this is the
But
first
the
time.
body
Like,
is right there.
no, go. Fuck it. And I literally tell Siege, grab him, go.
Run.
Like, I'm not like this is no questions asked. We're going. Fuck this.
Okay.
Grab something, son.
I'm in the rear guard.
Sure.
I'm last.
I'll stay along with Gufran, actually.
I'm on safe.
No, actually, I'll be in the middle. It's okay.
Wait.
I'm a stack of potatoes. right now.
I'm grabbing Johan, right?
I mean, if he was staying, I was telling you, grab that motherfucker. I
And
don't
how
care.
far are we from the?
You're about a kilometer away from the surface. Like, here's another thing. If you run, it'll probably feel you. It's faster than you underground.
Oh no.
So-
It's going to come here first. If it starts looking around,
No one has passed without a trace or something like that. I mean,
I can
Rangers.
leave this place if I want. But me.
So let's with that I'll say go, but fucking be quiet, and I'll try to lead that.
sure.
I don't know
So-
Okay.
how
You are
how-
extremely tense. Here,
Yeah.
let me see. I did not prepare this, so let me see.
Is your hands up, Lena? Still?
Did
You're in
Lena
hands,
take
yes.
damage?
Yeah, I would have to make a.
So make a
constitution,
constant. Yeah.
right? Con save +3. Oh, 9.
So it does. It is
So-
not still active.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I
Okay.
can. Could I can. I think I can cast it again. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yes, I can cast it again. So on
there
you.
is no bless, by the way, because it's
Thank you.
if we start moving, it goes away.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do.
Oh no.
Oh fuck, music!
Oh no.
Yes.
This is very
I
important.
knew it. That's why I've saved some spells.
Well done. I need you guys to make a stealth check with great importance, and I will proceed to roll.
DM.
I
Question-
don't want to.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lena.
Yeah. Question, DM. How long did it take us to enter the tunnel from the very beginning?
It took you to get here to the nest about 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to tell Dwayne, okay, stay here and be happy, and I'm just gonna leave him there.
Okay.
I was about to leave.
They seem to make some
because
happy, like
it lives up to 1 hour. So, or actually, No, I'm gonna
They'll
tell them
still be
not to-
with you. If
Yeah,
if they
that's
go
true.
with you.
yeah, that's true because it's 40 minutes. So I'm gonna tell them to fly and follow us flying.
Yeah. Dwayne will not have to make a stealth check. Johnathan will.
Johnathan
Who's
is going to
Johnathan?
stay behind. He's not
Okay.
with us.
Okay.
Jonathan stays. Yeah.
Make some
Jonathan
ruckus.
stays.
Be
Yeah.
useful
Shooting
for
crew
once in
things.
your life.
I'm
yeah,
going
making
to.
noise, making some noise.
I'm going to.
It's
command-
shooting crew things.
Can I
fuck,
command?
No, I need the body. Johnathan, die! And I'm going to grab the skelly.
Dwayne is just going to wave at Scaly, at Jonathan.
Finger gun, Johnathan fucking
Let's go.
just bones, collect them, and leave.
Wait, fuck. Stealth, right?
Yep.
DM. I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Can I make enough sound so I can draw the creature to me as the rest of the group?
Don't sacrifice yourself, Gufran.
No,
I'm not going to let you
So-
go.
Keldav would never let that
Too
happen.
many
No,
people.
no,
Too many
So
people.
here's
I
the
can
thing.
do this. I can
Here's
do
the
this.
thing.
no.
I think, Keldav, you have an argument for why something that would convince Gufran to go with you. If there is a fight, you could win. Like, if you were fresh, yeah,
Yeah.
you give
Yeah,
yourself
yeah, yeah.
even odds. The only reason it might be a problem is because you took damage and resources in this fight.
Okay.
So yeah,
I don't wanna
basically,
risk everything.
Keldav would say, be a martyr when it's time to be a martyr. Now it's time to flee.
It's like, yeah, if it finds us, maybe then it's time.
Yeah.
It's
like,
still not
right
certain.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
This is not a this is not a speech of heart. It's a pragmatic.
That's a promise. That's a promise. If it finds us, you run. I stay behind.
No. I said when it is. It's the moment. Let's go.
Stop
I'll tell you.
I have a question for the DM. Without considering the tunnels and the just direction, can I make an intelligence check of the distance between here and the either the
Yes.
tunnel or the
Yes.
outside?
Yes. I think you don't even need to make a check. Like you, particularly the way like you and Sam were talking, you were like worried more about how the tunnels were distributed. You think it's about, right now, it's about 700 meters in a straight line. But as you get closer, like there will be a point where you still have about 700 meters in the tunnels to go that you'll be like, oh wait, how much is, well, I don't,
Straight up. I'm saying because
yeah.
teleportation.
Yeah, so about halfway through that kilometer that you guys have to walk, you'll be in range to Dimension Door.
On the shoulder of fucking Siege, I did my roll. I roll an 18. I can get Sam and Gufran out of here. In the middle of the way, so they don't attract the worm.
Let's walk now. Let's walk.
I'm dropping John.
Ah!
Yeah. So
Stealth.
the
23.
rolls.
So I rolled.
Yeah.
I didn't roll really good. I rolled a 10.
10.
18.
Natural 1.
For a total of,
6.
I roll a 6 as well with a 3.
21.
Remember that you have guidance, Maravilla, that you can use.
And Siege has 23.
But guidance, I have to cast it over and over. I don't know if
Yeah.
Damn.
It makes sense.
I
We don't
would-
have time.
Yeah.
If we have
Yeah.
time, I could disassemble Sam.
So Sam, so in the time that you're moving, Sam regenerates back up to full health. But
Yeah.
Sam would also like to. Sam believes that with the body fully assembled, it's much more likely that you will stay alive than if you put away the thing that can teleport you out.
Yeah.
So-
17 for Sam, by the way. 18 minus 1.
Wow. Good
So
roll.
I believe I counted correctly. You only had 2 successes.
Mara, could I give you Bardic Inspiration as well?
Only 2?
But how long does it
What-
last? Because we are running for like 40 minutes.
What is the DC?
I mean, it's
So-
just for doing the check.
I think
What?
you'll probably have to go back to through the video to check what I did. I put 2 dice because this thing has tremor sense in the cup. I rolled it and I put it down for a while until you guys told me what it was. And I'm sending the picture in the telegram.
How much it is?
A 13 and a 19.
So 19 is the DC.
Yes.
And,
Holy cow.
yeah.
You had Keldav and Siege succeed. So,
Kill Johnathan.
as you reach the very edge of the tunnel, you start to feel as the earth shakes around you. Make a luck check.
A luck?
Yeah, somebody roll a d20. Higher is better.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to do that. No, fuck that.
No, I've been rolling like crap. Oh,
I will
roll
do
it.
it if no one. Yeah, Elena?
I'll roll it.
Elena? Okay, go for it.
Fuck it. 13.
13. All right, that's much better than the 3 that the worm rolled. So, as you guys reach the intersection with the dwarven tunnel, in the area of stone that was already destroyed, you guys tell me where you are when the center erupts as the massive kingfisher worm breaks through the ground hunting for the thing making so much noise in its tunnels. So, you know what? We'll decide where that is next session. As there is an option for you to run. Like, you are within a couple 100 meters. Maybe less. I'll have to go back and check. You are very close to the end of the Dwarven tunnel.
Well,
But there is now a kingfisher worm
I'm just gonna
in the
say,
center.
Gufran said it. Run. Gufran says behind.
No.
By the way,
Actually,
yeah.
No.
Oh,
A
I can
session
survive
earlier.
this. Trust me.
Here's the
No.
thing. A session earlier, Sam said, "Hey, I'm not in this body, and this body is super resistant. Also, I already have designs for my next body, so."
okay.
Sam is like, I'm in the amulet, and I'm not the body.
How much time do we have as players?
As players, you'll have a couple of weeks to decide where you were because you
right
were
now,
lucky.
But right now, because I can do something.
I mean,
No, we're not. We're
no,
gonna start
you
now.
know,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
If you, you have a couple of weeks to plan. What would you do in the final few seconds as you reach the Dwarven tunnels and you realize this thing is upon you? So you'll have some time to prep, and you'll be able, because you rolled higher on the luck check, tell me where you spawned at the beginning of this battle. And the good news is your mounts are also there, because that's where you left them.
I don't know.
that's true.
Penelope, no. Save yourself.
I think this is the second time
Who is-
on this campaign that I'm scared.
Who is super?
Really?
Who is super hurt? Kelda?
I mean-
You're the
Kelda.
one that's the lowest.
Kelda.
I believe. Do you guys have healing potions? I feel like you probably have healing
I-
potions.
That I would have
Yeah,
taken
so-
a healing potion.
You've been like moving, walking, very tense for about 30 minutes.
I would have taken the. I have a greater healing potion.
I have no healing potions, but I'm
I
gonna
actually
give you.
Are you hurt?
I actually have
Front?
2, by the way. I have
I'm gonna
2
give you.
greater healing.
Keldav, if you're super low, I'm gonna give you my 35 points of lay on hands. That's what I would do in those seconds.
Are
34.
How hurt are you, Gofran, right now?
I'm at 17,
Off?
and I
Alright.
have
You're
nothing.
healing, and you're
Yeah.
healing 34 points to someone else.
35, yeah, because I'm not important. I'm an instrument. I'm a tool.
Mara's going to.
Yeah, you're a tool, but another kind of tool.
Like, I have a potion of exhaustion. What?
That removes a level of exhaustion, which
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the potions I make.
That's
I have that
By the
one.
way, by the way, if you do that to me, Gufran, Keldav would grab one of the greater healing potions and give it to you and say, "Drink this." And you now and he will watch you drink greater.
There,
Healing
that's
potion?
44 plus 4.
Yes.
correct.
All
right.
Tell me
So-
what you roll. What? Sorry, I
Sure.
just want to. I want to go. I want to finish, but I need to finish. I want to know how much is it.
I roll 8, so that plus 4, that's 12.
And I'm gonna give you another one and say drink this as well.
Oh fuck!
So
29.
I will say this: you are already promised more in money than the cost of those healing potions.
I know.
Yeah,
This is
Yes.
Keldav calculating everything.
Correct. It's
Very fine.
we need to make an investment at the moment to maximize a reward.
So
That's another 7. So 7 plus 4, that's 11 more.
Okay. No, that's,
So
By the
That
way,
sounds-
you can
back to
see
40.
Ari.
I'm
You can
almost.
see Ari perch on your shoulder, open its mouth, grow its fangs, and bite you. And going to inject you a healing potion too.
Oh, that's cool.
That's me?
Yeah, it
Yo.
attacks your neck and injects you the healing potion.
Yeah, remember that
No,
you have the 35 points of lay on hands for
I
you.
already
Keldav?
put it on.
Cool.
I already put it. Don't worry.
This is a regular potion?
Yeah.
This is a regular.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus 2.
34. And you
but
are rolling or
that's-
I'm rolling?
I'm rolling the
Okay.
6 points.
Great. Every bit helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 46 now. I'm no longer bloodied.
That's
Thanks to
cool.
all of this help. Yeah.
So, this has been great.
Awesome.
We'll end the session
Awesome
here.
Session, yeah.
And
Amazing
yeah,
session.
next time, we will get to use finally a modified version of a Flea Mortals monster
Yeah, right.
as the
We
Kingfisher
already saw
Worm.
villain actions. Now we're gonna get to see like
I
the whole,
love it,
all
the
this
villain
stuff.
action.
Yeah. Pretty
This has
So
been
thank
fun.
you very much for still watching. This was a long combat and skill challenge, and it ended on the promise of a even greater combat.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys can survive. I really beefed up the Hive Lord encounter, and you guys made it through pretty well. So yeah, I have full confidence in you.
If not, it will be
You
a
can
very short
get that from my
campaign.
tone.
We can kill it.
Yeah, if it bleeds.
Yeah, we're
cetera.
gonna
It
see
can
it.
die.
Yeah, it can die. We're gonna see it. Yeah.
Anyway, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes,
Remember,
sir. Have a
like,
good
share,
one.
subscribe, leave us a
Bye.
comment, watch
Everything.
any other crazy stuff. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.